is not almighty, for he need a veil in order to hide. He need a burqa, so you will not be able to see him. So it is not part of his power to hide himself from you. It's not part of his power to not to reveal himself to you. He need to use a veil. And the verse in front of you. Any Muslim? In the top of that, nobody can see Allah. Is that an excuse? So we will not question where is this God, why he don't do anything, why he is mute, why he is silent, why he is deaf, why he is blind, why he don't, what is he? You see, the God of the Christians, he came to us. He came physically as a man. God can humble himself. God can humble himself so we can see him. He's almighty. And as long we call him almighty, it's mean there is no and nothing can stop him from doing as what he want, as he want. Allah, Muslim, they call him almighty. Yet he cannot hide himself unless he is from behind the veil. And I want to focus with you with the word behind. Do you see the word behind? And this is, by the way, accurate translation. The word behind is exactly what it says in Arabic, meaning wara'i hijab. So where is Allah? Allah is behind the veil. It's not the veil in front of Allah. I don't know if I make it complicated for you. You see, I can say, when I say the word behind, I am behind a wall. I am behind a wall. It's different from saying I am in front of a wall. Are you getting my point? What is different? Behind the wall, it's mean I am hiding behind the wall. I don't want to get out of this wall. I want this wall to be behind me and you. In front of a wall, maybe I'm going to climb it. Maybe I'm going to break it. Maybe I'm going to destroy it. Maybe I'm building it. He is behind the veil, so he can hide behind the veil. So if Allah move away from the veil, we can see Allah. A mountain, if he see the glimpse of Allah, the mountain will be destroyed. A veil, nothing happened to it. It's a waterproof, fireproof, glory proof, all kind of power proof. The purpose of the veil is supposedly Allah want to hide himself. He want to speak to you from behind the veil, because you cannot go, you cannot see him and live. He's copying this verse from the Bible. So Allah is using a veil. You see, if we go in the Exodus, we will see that God, he covered Moses by his hand. He did not need a veil, you know, and he did not veil himself. He veiled Moses by protection. So he protected Moses. So God can do that. The God of Islam, he is veiling himself from everybody. And he cannot veil himself without a veil. And the proof of that, he is saying behind, and behind is you know, space, a state, a physical place, like he is standing in his physical point. And this point is behind the veil. So there's a veil. It's not, the veil is not like metaphorical. You know, he did not use the hijab is the same one he ordered the women to wear. The same word used in the Quran is hijab for the women, and many places hijab is a hijab. So Allah standing behind the veil. Why? Because it's not for any mortal to speak to Allah except by revelation or from behind the veil. And here we have another problem. How Muhammad he received the Quran? How Muhammad received the Quran? If you go in the city book of Muhammad, you will see Muhammad says that it is inspiration. Chapter 53, verse number 4. It is only an inspiration that inspired. That's mean everything Muhammad said about receiving messages from an angel, his name is Jibril, is a lie. Because inspiration is different from delivery. Is that correct? Let us say I'm watching somebody is doing some art. So he inspired me to draw like him. I learned some stuff from him, but he inspired me to do something. So inspiration is not a person coming to you and he says to you, say this. As an example, when the angels came to Mary in the Quran, which is a story stolen from the Bible, and they said to her, Mary, you will have a son, holy son. Is that an inspiration? Anyone who knows what the word inspiration, he will say no. That is not inspiration. Inspiration is something can happen in your mind, in your heart, but not somebody coming to your door and speaking to you face to face. That is not inspiration. That can be considered revelation. Like I will reveal to you a message, but this is not inspiration. So Allah he did not, or Allah he will not talk to anyone except by inspiration or revelation from behind the veil. Allah did not do none of those to Muhammad. You got my point? Allah did not make revelation to Muhammad from behind the veil. And if the Muslim can show me the reference, I will be grateful. All of us, we knew that the Muslim, they claim that when he was in the cave, an angel came to him and he squeezed him 3 times and there's no mayonnaise was coming out. And then after he squeezed him, he told him, read. And Muhammad, he is illiterate according to Muslims, which is a stupid story. So why you say to him, read, if the guy cannot read? And if you say recite, this is what he meant, that will be more stupid, because recite is something you repeat from your memory, not something you just do not know what it is. So either way is a stupid statement, stupid story. But as you see, the angel is not a revelation. The angel is an angel. And Muhammad never been receiving inspiration. But yet Muhammad himself, he says, it is nothing but inspiration. But Muhammad never received inspiration. So what we will do with this guy? So his God is almighty, yet he cannot do certain things unless it is from behind the veil. And he claimed that he is so glorious, the same as the God of Moses, the God of the Christians. This is why nobody can see him and live. No problem. But God of the Christians, he can make someone see him, but not necessarily the way he is, and live. This is what we have Jesus. Jesus is God who humbled himself. Jesus is the humble image of the glorious God. For God is almighty, he can humble himself. The God of Islam, he cannot, and even when he want to hide himself, he need to use a veil. Now veil is something be used for females, right, in Islam, and it is an obligation for Muslim women. The Muslim, we saw the picture, says it is hijab is my right. A right is something you ask for, not something you've been forced to. Like, if you go in the Bible, we will see as an example the disciple of Jesus, they wrote the Bible by inspiration from God. Not only they wrote what they heard from Jesus, but they were inspired. Or the book of Act, or Revelation, the book of Revelation, etc. So that is an inspiration. But you, Muhammad, never receive an inspiration, never even heard your God voice. So where is the inspiration fit? Nowhere. Allah as a God in Islam is a fiction God trying to copy the character of the Jewish God. After Muhammad, he lived between them, so he started trying to make a copy, counterfeit of the God of the Jews. And he tried to make Allah, which is the moon god, fit with the Jewish God, and he is trying to give him some stories from the stories of the Jewish books. But as usual, a thief. He steal your bicycle, he put a new paint, he add some features here and there to make you not to know that this is your bike, but he forgot that your bike have a number, a manufacturer number. He forgot to take it. And that shows all over the Quran. There's a guy, he's an idiot. His name is Daniel. He's a Muslim convert. He says Yahweh is a pagan god. He's a pagan god. And Allah is a true name of God. But then if we go in the Quran, we will find that all the names belong to the God of the Jews. Gabriel. This stupid idiot, he claimed that El is a pagan god. He is a pagan god, but yet the angels, all of the angels of the Quran, they have El. If we go in the Quran, we will find this, and we will laugh together. My keyboard is switching to different language. As an example, chapter 14, verse number 39, chapter 19, verse number 54, chapter 38, verse number 48, all of them speak about Ishmael. And here there's another name. You see it here. You will ask yourself, when the stupid Muhammad, he copied those names, did he ask himself what those names mean? And when the idiot, the Muhammadan, who tried to supposedly to put down Christianity and Judaism, and they say, oh, this is a pagan god, then we find that all characters who they are belong to Abraham are connected to El. Angels, Michael, Gabriel, Israfil, those are, Muslims, they have names. Some of them you never heard of, but all of them they end with El. Israel is the angel of death. El. So the funny Muhammad is, he have 99 names of his God. None of them is El. Yet all the names belong to El, not to Allah. So look what happened. If Ishmael belonged to the God of Islam, then his name should be Ishmael Allah. If Gabriel belonged to Allah, his name should not be Gabriel, should be Gabriel Allah. If Michael belonged to Allah, etc. So this is a stupid religion. All of it is a counterfeit. Stealing names. If you remember that, he was making fun of the struggle between Israel and God, correct? From the Old Testament. He says, you believe in this? Do you really believe in this? The ignorant do not know that the second his stupid book quote the name, it's mean his book agreeing with the story. Otherwise, if we ask Muslims what Israel mean, they don't know. What Ishmael mean, they do not know. Well, Israel is the one who struggle with God, or the one who wrestle with God, or like similar meaning. So, and if you check the Quran, you will not find one verse in the Quran saying to us how in the word Jacob become Israel. Nowhere in the Quran you will find that you ask Muslims who is Israel, they will say Jacob. So where we can find that in the Quran? Where in the Quran we can find that Jacob is Israel? Nowhere. So because Muhammad is a thief and the Quran is not a book of God, this guy, he hears something, he make a statement about it, he added to his book. There's no story and there's no introduction, and it's stupid because it's not his story. He do not know the story anyway. So suddenly, oh, children of Israel, but shouldn't you tell us who is Israel so we will know who are those children? Suddenly he have an angel, his name is Jibreel. If you remember when Muhammad he went to Waraq ibn Nawfal, he never heard of this Jibreel. Who was this Jibreel? He never heard of him. Actually, if you watch our introduction video each time we play, you will see this guy, the ketchup boy. He said it clearly that Muhammad did not know who was Gabriel. He did not know. Listen carefully.
He doesn't know who Gabriel is, right?
Did you hear it? He does not know who is Gabriel. So what was the religion of Muhammad? The pagan Arab god Allah. Nothing changed. So where Muhammad he learned about Gabriel? From Christians and Jews. And Muhammad, when the angel, so-claimed angel, he came to him, did he say to him, even I am Gabriel? The story says no. Muhammad, he went to the cousin of the cousin of the cousin of the cousin of Khadija, which I believe is he is his true father, Waraq ibn Nawfal. And Waraq ibn Nawfal is the one who told him who is this person who he met. So imagine you are the one who met the person, and you are the last one to know who you met who. It is somebody else. He's an old person. He is the one who told Muhammad who is this person. He told him this is Gabriel. So if we go here, if you remember the story when Muhammad he tried to commit suicide many times, and that because, as the story says, because Waraqah he died, and Waraqah he died, he stopped receiving revelation. You will see this is the source of Islam coming from here. So Muhammad now is a pagan person who believes in Allah, the moon god, and now he is learning something new about new names, new stories, and he want to hijack it. He want to mix it with his cult. So here we see that a person he came to him, and you will see in the story it says that an angel came to him. But this is not Muhammad's statement. It's not Muhammad saying an angel came to me. You know, the story came according to what they heard from Aisha. Aisha, she heard from Khadija, or I believe Aisha, she was very young to hear from Khadija. She died before her. So she heard from Khadija. The story is coming, all belong to Khadija. So supposedly Muhammad, he was in the cave, somebody came to him and he started squeezing him, and Muhammad did not know who is that. So when he went to Khadija, he was really in fear, terrified, and he was shaking, and he is not in the stage of peace. And that is additional proof that Muhammad did not really see an angel of God, because you see, the angel of God can be scary for you if you are doing something wrong and he's coming to punish you, maybe. But there's no reason for Muhammad to be terrified and scared. And you will see that Muhammad, he have his muscles start twitching and going crazy, and he shrink and he shiver and he says, cover me, and even he told his wife, what's wrong with me, Khadija? You see, it says his neck, when he returned, his neck muscles twitching with terror till he entered upon Khadija and said, cover me, cover me. They covered him till his fear was over. So Muhammad here is suffering really from very terrified time, and he was in fear. So was Muhammad, did he see the devil? Did Muhammad, the devil possessed him at this moment, and he is why he was shivering? But it cannot be angel. You see, when the angel came to Mary, he says to her, peace to you, Mary, shalom to you, Mary, blessed you are between the women. Here, and Mary is a woman. Here, this is a man. He's 40 years old. The Muslim, they claim he is so brave, and he did not see an angel with 600 wings. According to the story, he saw a man. A man came to him. So why he's shivering? And then the story continue, and he said even to Khadija, what's wrong with me? And here you ask yourself, why Muhammad do not know what's wrong? If he saw an angel, and this is the reason he is shivering, why he's saying what's wrong with me? So obviously the reason he is shivering have nothing to do with anything. This person is mentally ill, and he have, you know, like there's many illness, they have the same symptoms, where a person, you know, he fell down in the ground and he lose control of his hands, and his body and muscles start, you know, and start screaming and start shivering. And the Muslim, they confirm that those things happened to Muhammad many times during his childhood. Actually, even the nurse, you know, the family of Muhammad, they cast him away from the family because of this. They thought to themselves, this person, this child, is you know, controlled by the devil, because he is normal sometime, and sometime he go crazy. So they cast him out of the family, and they asked a better women. They told her, we'll give you some money, little money, just let him, you know, grow with your kids, nurse him. The woman, she sent him back. She sent Muhammad back. Why? Because after he arrived to her house, he collapsed in her house, and they thought he is dead. He fainted after all those things happened. So this woman, she feared that now those people, they will accuse her that she mistreated him and he died, and then she will become a big problem. And this woman, her name is Halima, she sent him back to his family because of this. So as you see here, Muhammad, he saw somebody, he was terrified, and obviously terrified not because an angel, because he's sick, he's mentally ill. And then Muhammad still, he did not know who is this person. They come to Waraqa. Khadija, she accompanied him to Waraqa, and she said to him, to Muhammad, tell him what you saw. And you will see here it says that Waraqa, he was a person who during the pre-Islamic period became a Christian. In fact, he is no Christian, he is a Nasara, and we will talk about that in a different time. It's a Christian cult. And here it says he used to write the Arabic writing, and he used to write of the gospel. That is the Quran. And you will see here, after he told him, Waraqa, he said to him, what you have seen, tell me. He told him, this is the Namus, i.e. Gabriel the angel. Do you see it? And here we notice that the angel, he did not introduce himself. He did not even say, I'm an angel. He did not give him a name. And Muhammad is taking what this guy is saying to him for granted. And from now on, this guy, his name is Gabriel. So going back to our question about Allah not showing himself, you will see that Muhammad, he went to the seventh heaven. Muhammad, he went to a place, it's called Al-Baytul Ma'mur. And the angel Gabriel, he accompanied Muhammad. And here the story is no less funny and fiction than the story of Gog and Magog. If you remember, Muhammad, he claimed that when he was laying down, two angels, they came to him, two men as usual, they are two men, and they took him, they cut off his chest, and they took all the material in his stomach, in his belly, and they took it all and they wash it with water from Zamzam, as you see in the screen. And after they wash it, they filled his body and his veins with faith and wisdom. They brought a golden tray with a golden dish, and inside the golden tray and the golden dish there is faith and wisdom. And then they stuff all the wisdom and all the faith on the veins of Muhammad. Now the story here, as you see, stupid, crazy. Since when wisdom and belief come in dishes? So even faith in Islam is physical. And this is telling you that Muhammad, he have nothing to do with any religion. This guy is mentally ill, satanic, demonic possessed. Faith coming in dishes. If you remember, we showed you a verse in the Quran says, it is nothing but inspiration. Right? Nothing but inspiration. So how the inspiration become dishes? Are you with me? How the Quran says that Muhammad received nothing except inspiration. And then we find that Muhammad, he received dishes, one dish full of faith and one dish full of wisdom. And by the way, if you ask me if I am wise or not, the Muslim, they say Christian Prince is not wise. And I went to a Muslim doctor, he said to me, no, you don't have a lack of vitamin D or C or A. No, you have a lack of dish of wisdom. So the mad Muhammad, he went far with his stupidity to the point he made wisdom in dishes. Let us go to the hadith. Okay. Where is the... Yeah, let's see the... And Allah, he sent him a flying mule. Here we go. Read with me. And by the way, in case you are looking for good faith and good wisdom, you can contact me later and I will give you dishes, but they are expensive, to be honest with you, okay? I mean, I can make you so wise, super wise. We make them, it's homemade dishes, okay? And they are very tasty. And you, let's say you are a person who, your wife, she could complain about saying things you say is stupid, so she complained, you go with your friends and she said to you, why you said that? This is not smart. So if you want to increase your wisdom and intelligence, you can get our dish. It's an Islamic dish made by the kitchen of Allah. It's homemade. So look what happened. Here it says, after they wash his chest and his heart and his stomach, etc. Here it says, then a golden tray of belief was brought to me, and my heart was washed. All right. Let us go to, I want to see where it says, this stuff, in the Middle East, we have some food where you stuff like rice inside zucchini, and this is exactly what they did to Muhammad. They stuff his veins with faith and wisdom. Here we go. Look at this one. And then the angels, they took him till they carried him to the place him beside Zamzam, etc. And then they cut from his throat all the way to his balls. Look like Muhammad, you have balls. I thought you don't. and then out of his chest and abdomen, and then washed with Zamzam, and then it says here, and then a gold tray containing a gold bowl full of belief and wisdom was brought, and then Gabriel stuffed his chest and his throat and blood vessel with it. And now we understand why Muhammad cannot be prophet of God. I mean, this guy, he is so stupid to the point. His God himself, he needed to do plastic surgery. You see, the Muslim, they say that Muhammad is a prophet and Allah is God, and if you want something to happen, he say be is going to be. Can't Allah make Muhammad wise without sending a dish of wisdom? The first person in history who had a plastic surgery, stuffing his chest with silicone of Allah, it was Muhammad. Allah want to take Muhammad to heaven. He looked at him, he said, look at this idiot, I cannot take him like this. What I will say to my angels, look at this, what the heck is that? So he said to the angels, listen, before you bring him here, you need to do some adjustment. Why Allah did not make a surgery to Moses? Hey Muslims, there's a question here to answer. I mean, the story of Gog and Magog, which is making Muslims live in Islam by thousands, if not millions. This is another story, no less. Why Allah did not, okay, here we go. Allah, he took Isa to him. Did Allah need to wash the chest of Isa with Zamzam? Did he need to give him wisdom? And what wisdom, what faith? And since when faith and wisdom, they come in dishes? And if Muhammad, he cannot meet Allah anyway, what the point of this trip? If Allah never spoke to Muhammad anyway, so what the point of this journey? If you remember, I don't know if you, how many of you saw the video we made yesterday? By the way, it's not listed in YouTube, but you can see it if you go to Patreon. You can click at the link there and you can view it and you can download it. It's hilarious, funny, because we have our friend Yasser Qadi, peace be upon him, the hole in the narrative. He is giving another hole to the Quran and to Muhammad. You better watch it if you did not see it yet. You know, it's really inspiring. And he explained how many Muslims are leaving Islam because of stupid stories like this in the Quran.
So we had finished the issue of Dajjal, and now we move on to the next of the major signs, and that is the issue of Ya'juj and Ma'juj. And the issue of Ya'juj and Ma'juj is actually, for our modern times, I would say, one of the most, if not the most problematic of the signs of Judgment Day. And it has caused many of our youth to question, to doubt. I myself have met people that have actually left Islam because of these types of tales.
This kind of tales are priceless. You see, the Muslims are facing the truth. You know, they keep denying. It's like Allah hiding behind the veil. So Allah, the Muslim, Muhammad, he put his God behind the veil. And he said, now they cannot question who is Allah, where is Allah, because he's behind the veil. But as you see, this veil is not working. And the stupidity of Muhammad is beyond the veil issue. This guy, he come with the stories. It's not only laughable, it is just the most stupid ever. There's billions of creatures who we never saw, and they are like us. And they are very aggressive, and they will control the earth, and nobody can see them. And Zulqarnain, he built a dam between us and them. And you know, this dam exists for thousands of years, but we know that the satellite, they have map for every inch. And they are not under the sea because simply the dam is behind the dam, not behind under the sea. You know, so the story is so stupid. But this is, we cannot blame this Abdul here for the stupid story. We blame the stupid maker of the Quran, Muhammad, for his stupidity. And look, this is a story taught by Muhammad after the plastic surgery. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You see, This is Muhammad after he received the dish of wisdom. So how stupid Muhammad was before the surgery? Do you understand? Let us say you met a guy, and you know, before he come to, let's say you are a female and you are going to marry a guy, and this guy, he decided to be so smart, so you will love him more. And then he made a surgery, and the angels themselves, they did the surgery. Jibril himself, I mean, this is the best doctor, man. Go to any hospital, ask for Jibril, Dr. Jibril. He's the best always, you know. Actually, most of them, they are even the director of the hospital. I'm telling you, you know. By the way, Jibril is the same one who bring coffee, the same one who clean the floor, the same one he's the surgeon, and the same one he is the nurse. He have multi personality in Islam. So Gabriel, he stuffed his chest with the throat and blood vessels. Look how deep this issue with wisdom. So if you take Muhammad blood vessels, you put it in the laboratory, they will not find like blood like us. They will find wisdom and faith. You know, like 50-50. So this guy now, he made a surgery, and he is telling us this is stupidest story after the surgery. So how stupid Muhammad was before the surgery? Are you getting my point? That he have a God who is hiding behind a veil, and nobody can see him because there is a veil. That means the veil of which is between us and Allah is more strong than Allah, because Allah's glory can be hidden by a veil. It's not Allah changing his, let us say, he's hampering himself so we will not get hurt. He himself is behind a veil. That means the veil is stronger than Allah and more powerful than it's, you know, the veil is Allah proof. Like we hear about vest, you know, I don't know if you have any of them. If you don't, I can give you some. You know, but not all of them, they are good, by the way. Some of them, they are like cheap and they are good, but don't try them. Don't try this at home. Anyway, so you shoot at the vest, and then the bullet will go through if the vest is cheap, you know, is bad quality. So you lost your life. Allah, he is hiding himself behind a veil, and this veil is bulletproof, is glory of Allah proof. Allah glory cannot go through. The veil is more strong than Allah. And if we ask ourselves, how Allah he can create a veil? Is the veil created by Allah? The automatic answer will be from the Muslim, yes. Everything is created by Allah. Now, not to forget to mention, the Quran says no. The Quran says that Allah is the best of the creators. Remember? Allah is the best of the creators. So how Allah? I know what's wrong with this website, it's not working. So Allah is the best of the creators. But we will go with the Muslims. If Allah is the only creator, and he is the creator for everything, so who is the one who created the veil? The Muslim, they will say, Allah. Wonderful. Allah created a veil. Can stop his glory from going through, and it can hide him behind the veil as if Allah is visible. Do you know what I mean? You see, why does God he need the veil if he is not visible anyway? I mean, who is the stupid here? You see, a woman, Muslim woman, she hide herself behind a veil because Muhammad he made her a private part. She is just a walking vagina. But Allah is not visible anyway. So why he need a veil? Do you understand what I'm saying? And now if the Muslim, they say, he is invisible because of the veil, that means Allah is visible. Is that correct? Is Allah visible for the veil? Any Muslim can answer? Is Allah visible for the veil? So if you say to me now the veil is an object, cannot see, Well, then how Allah he say in the Quran that when the mountain saw the gleam of the glorious Allah, the mountain destroyed. The mountain destroyed. He saw. The mountain he saw little of the glory of Allah. The mountain. So don't tell me the game of veil cannot see. That is too late. You know, you need to fix your Prophet Muhammad's stories. His bedtime stories is too much.
And Islam is the true Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If he shows himself, you will not be able to live. He's so powerful. And the example we have in the Quran in Surah Taha, then Musa alayhi salam says, "Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I want to see you." So Allah says, "I will show my glimpse to the mountain. You look what happens to the mountain."
See? So if you say to me that the veil will not be able to see Allah, that is very silly and stupid, because as you see a mountain with solid rocks and dirt saw the gleam of Allah, the glory of Allah, and the mountain was destroyed. So here when we see this story here, which is sponsored by the dish of faith and wisdom installed in the chest of Muhammad and his abandonment, you know, abandonment. I love the way I say it, don't you guys? By the way, I will open a special English class for those who their English is weak. You know, you teach me Arabic, because Muslims they claim I do not know Arabic, and I teach you English. Kabich? And I will make another class for Indonesian. As you know, I speak Indonesian very well. You know, just add an at the end of any word. Like you see here, it says behind. If you want to speak Indonesian, just add an, so it become behindan. You know. Veil, veilan, you know, like messenger, you know, messengeran. Okay, so that is very easy, you know, like, you know, it's like in French, you know, in French you add lu in the front of any word. That's it, you know, lu Muhammad, lu prophet, lu idiot, lu donkey, lu crazy, lu dish of wisdom, lu potato, and lu the rest. So it's very easy, and you know, and this is what happened to me, by the way. After I ate the dish of Allah, which full of faith and wisdom, brother. Okay, I learned all those tricks, and things become so easy and so halal fun. So here we ask ourselves, how stupid Muhammad is when he tried to explain his God. And look, in the verse after it says, "And thus we have inspired thee, Muhammad, a spirit of our command." Have you ever heard of a stupid statement like this? Read it, think about it, and tell me what do you think. We inspired Muhammad a spirit. Have you ever heard of somebody inspired a spirit? He inspired Muhammad a spirit. You see, I inspire you by revelation. I inspire you with ideas. I inspire you with thought. But I inspire you by spirit? How that can work? Any Muslim can help us? Oh, I forgot, the Muslims are busy now. They are ordering wisdom dish and faith dish, you know. So, you know, they claim that the Quran is an amazing book, but this is stupid. Inspired your spirit of our command? Was Allah inspiring Muhammad Quran, or he was inspiring a spirit, and how a spirit became the inspiration? Do even Muhammad know what inspiration means? Are you getting my point, guys? Obviously, Muhammad do not know what inspiration means. One of you, he sent me a message saying to me, but you know, I said yesterday, nobody saw the people of Gog and Magog, which is a very funny story. The guy, he said to me, I saw the Gog Magog. I see him. I met one of them. So really, he said, yeah, my mother-in-law. She is very aggressive. She's bloody aggressive, and she is and not from this earth, you know. I said, well, you got a point there. So we cannot find the Gog and Magog, but we can come. How we can receive an inspiration which is a spirit? You receive inspiration or you receive in spirit? Yeah, the guy, he got me busted actually. He got a point there, you know, and he said, you said Gog and Magog, nobody saw them. Well, get married and you will see. You will see them every day, at least once a week. I said, okay, well, you got a point, you know. Do we have any Muslim here? You see, like when Allah, we mentioned to you the story about Allah is in the tree, correct? And the Quran says blessed is the one is inside the fire. So how this person, I mean, he's stealing a story from the Bible. Obviously he did not know what God is about. You see, God of the Christians, he can. You cannot see God the way he is. That because of your limitation, not because he cannot. He can show himself, you will die, that's all. But the God of the Christians, he can appear as he wish. When Jesus, you know, he got baptized, a bird appeared in the sky. Bird, right? A voice came from the sky, says, this is my only begotten son. God himself, he came to this earth as a man. His name is the Messiah. The God of Islam, he have a problem. He is a collection of fiction stories, and Muhammad trying to glue them together. He lived between the Jews, he started copying stories from the Jews. And now he's trying to make the Arabian God fit with the new God he learned about from the Jews. And now he do not know even what inspiration means. This guy, he think inspiration is a spirit. And that spirit, Muslim, they say Jibreel. But how Jibreel is a spirit? Is the angels a spirit in Islam? The Quran say no. If you go in the Quran, you will see the Quran says that in the day of judgment, the angels and the spirits will stand in rank. So if the spirit is an angel, this verse is wrong. And look what the Muslim they do. They add things is not in the Quran as usual. Did you see it? Look, it says the day that the Ruh is a spirit. Between two brackets, Jibreel. Why you are adding Jibreel? The verse does not say Jibreel. You change the translator. This is Hilali and Khan. Look, we just changed the translator. There's no Jibreel. The day in which the spirit and the angels. So if Jibreel is the spirit, then this verse is wrong. Is that correct? If the angels are a spirit, then there is no need to say the spirit and the angels, because the spirit is an angel. So obviously the spirit is not an angel. Secondly, the funny Muhammad, he copied another statement from the Bible, which is the Holy Spirit. You ask the Muslim, what is the Holy Spirit? They will say to you, Jibreel. Not a single verse in the Quran say so. Not a single verse. Chapter, and you will notice each time the word Holy Spirit mentioned is attached to Jesus. Chapter 287, it says we gave Moses this and that, and then we send Jesus, the son of Mary, or Isa, with the clear sign, and we supported him with the Holy Spirit. Was Muhammad supported by the Holy Spirit? Never. So here Muhammad is copying from the Christians, adding it to his Quran, and getting himself in trouble. Why Jesus is supported? Why the Quran did not say, and we supported Muhammad by the Holy Spirit? Exactly the word. If we go to different verse, the Muslim, they will say to you, no, it says there, but it doesn't say exactly the same. It says in chapter 16, verse number 102, that Allah, He sent it down by the Spirit, or the Holy Spirit. He sent down what? The Quran. But this is our problem. If Muhammad received an inspiration, and the one who appeared to him was either a man or either an angel have 600 wings, where is the Spirit? Guys, do you understand me? Where is the Spirit? If God, He sent the Spirit, and this Spirit should not be then physical, because He called it Spirit. Muhammad, he claimed that he saw Gabriel twice. Let me give you this link about Muhammad. He was stuffed in his throat, and his tomato, his stomach, by wisdom. This is the link. You can save it, you know, in case you need it in the future. Let me see. Okay. Let us see here. There's a point here I want to mention. If you remember, in chapter 4, verse 171, it says that when Allah, He sent, He speak about Isa, supposedly the Messiah. In chapter 4, verse 171, He said that Isa is a spirit from Him. Let me open the verse. And here you will see how confused, how stupid Muhammad is. The angel, according to the Muslims and according to Muhammad, is a spirit. No problem. But Muhammad, not a single time in the Quran, it says that this angel, Jibreel, is a spirit. The Muslim, they try to make a conclusion out of many verses, and then he says, you see, it says the one who sent the Quran down is a spirit. But why Allah saying a spirit if it's an angel? Why He don't say an angel? Why didn't He say Jibreel? Then he continue here in chapter 4, verse 171, says that the Messiah is the word of God, and He is a spirit proceeding from Him. Muslims, is the Messiah a spirit, or He's a man? Do you see how confused those people are? You see, a spirit is different from soul. Soul. Soul is, let us say, you know, when the Quran speaks about spirit, we see that the Quran says the Holy Spirit. But there's nothing called the Holy Soul. Are you getting my point? Soul is given to a creature to live. Spirit is not soul. So what is a spirit then? And how Jesus, he is a man. The verse saying clearly he is a man. The verse saying he is the Word of God. So we ask the Muslim, is the Word of God created? They will say no. So Jesus is the Word of God. He's not created. And he was in heaven before he came down to earth. And the top of that, he is a spirit. Well, he's a man or he is a spirit now? Is he a physical man or he is a spirit? How Jesus is a word and a spirit in the same time. And how he is a man and a word and a spirit in the same time. And the funny is, the same verse says don't say Trinity. This is the same verse speaking against the Trinity. Is the same verse saying you can be three and one at the same time. And the only one can do that is Jesus. Look, he is a man. Jesus is a man. He's a messenger. He's a man. He's a son of Mary, a human. And then this human is a messenger. So he's a flesh, he's a man. And he's a word in the same time. In the same time, he's a spirit proceeding from God. Not only he is a spirit, he is a spirit connected to God. And here you see Muhammad is making more madness in his teaching. Well, this is what I'm asking the Muslims. If Jesus is a human, he keeps saying to us he's a human. Is Adam is a spirit? Muslims? Is Adam is a spirit? They will say no. Okay. Is Musa a spirit? No. Well, is Jesus a spirit? Yes, he is. So how Jesus is a spirit yet he is a man? And you see, again Muhammad, he is confused. He's trying to steal something from the Christians. In the same time, he's trying to refute the Christians. He hijacked the names, he hijacked the title, and now he is trying to fight Christianity by saying stupid things. But in the same statement, he just admitted that Jesus is everything. He is the Word, and this is exactly what the chapter, the book of John, chapter 1, verse number 1 says. In the beginning it was the Word. And this Word, which was with God, sent down. And this is what the Quran is saying here. And he is his word. He is not a word, he is his word. He is. And the Bible says, and the word was God. And then in verse number 14 it says, and the word become what? A flesh. So the dummy Muhammad, he learned that Christ is a word of God. He is supported by the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, not just a spirit. Here Muhammad, he added more description to Jesus, saying he is a spirit himself. There's a huge difference between you have a soul and you are a spirit. Do we have any Muslim have any comment? Gabriel, he was seen by Muhammad as a person who have 600 wings, once or twice. Do you see it? Do we have any Muslim to answer any of what we just said today? So as you see, everything in this religion is stupid. This God is glorious. You cannot see him. Why? Because he's behind the veil. That means the veil is stronger than Allah. Who is the one who made the veil? Allah. But how something is made by Allah is stronger than Allah? The Muslim, they keep saying to you that the Christian Prince is trying to stop the light of Allah. Correct? Whereas you say Allah, he stopped his light himself. A veil can stop the light of Allah. This is a verse they keep reciting in order to run away from any debate. They desire to put out the light of Allah with their mouths, and Allah will not consist save to perfect his light. But as you see, Allah himself, he put a veil and his light is not coming. And where is the light of Allah so we can see it? Any Muslim can tell me? And how somebody can put the light of Allah by his mouth? This reminds me of other stupid story of Muhammad about the Geigo who tried to burn Abraham. By the way, did you see the Geigo which I found in my yard? How many of you saw the Geigo? I was really shocked. I was terrified actually. I mean, this Geigo is not even in the size of my fingertip. But to be honest with you, it's scary. How many of you saw the Geigo? Some Muslims, they are saying that I paid this Geigo to make a movie. But as you see, be my witness, the actor, he ran away. I did not pay him. He got scared from the camera. I mean, this is a God, he is afraid of a Geigo. This is a God, he have a phobia with garlic. He have phobia with onion. He have a phobia with leek. He have a phobia from pork. He have a, he cannot come to house. Muhammad, he stopped receiving Quran because there's a little puppy dead under the bed of Muhammad. And then they say to us, they try to stop the light of Allah by their mouth. I mean, if this God could not deliver the message to Muhammad because of a puppy, ask yourself, how in the world that there is a God, he is almighty, he want to send the message to his prophet. His prophet is inside the house. Inside the house there is a dead dog. The dead dog is under the bed of Muhammad. And now the angels of Allah, they cannot get in. Why? Because there is a dog. And here you ask yourself, why Muhammad even have a dog at home? If he knew that this will stop the angels, and what kind of angels they fear dogs? And what will happen if the angel get in and the dog is inside? He will bite him. So one hand they say that the angel is a spirit. The other hand they say he is so powerful. The other hand they say angel can destroy an army. And the other hand we find that an angel, he cannot get inside the house of a dog. Anyone remember the hadith? Muhammad trying to make excuse why he is not receiving Quran. What is the excuse? A dog, a puppy. It's not even a dog, it's a puppy. It's little puppy. Gabriel made a promise with the messenger of Allah to come to him in a certain hour. Hey Muhammad, tomorrow we have a date, okay? Tomorrow 6 o'clock I will be at home. 6 o'clock came, 7 o'clock came, second day came, third day came, angel is not coming. What the heck is that? And then the messenger, he found a dead dog under his bed. There was a staff in the hand of the messenger of Allah. he threw it from his hand and said, never does Allah back out of his promise. Have you ever heard of a God he back out because of a dog? What happened to the Almighty God? So this God, he made a promise. I will send you Quran tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Be there, okay? Muhammad is waiting. Muhammad is walking backward, forward, like a yo-yo. The yo-yo Muhammad. And the promise of God is broken. Why? Because there is a dog. Then the angel came to him finally, after some time. After Muhammad, he noticed that there is a dead dog under the bed. He said, Aisha, when did this dog enter? She said, by Allah, I do not know. Imagine, they swear by Allah over a puppy. Do you see how much they respect their God? By Allah, I do not know. Obviously, Aisha, she was playing with the dog. She's a child. Then he commanded that it should be turned out. Actually, the dog is dead. No sooner than had they expelled, Jibril came. Come here. I mean, Jibril was waiting, man. The second the dog is thrown out of the house, Jibril in the house. And Muhammad, Jibril told Muhammad, angels cannot enter a house, have images, or dogs, or a person who did masturbate. Or sex, he have sex but he did not wash. Look at this. Muhammad, he said to Jibril, you promised me, and I waited for you, but you did not come. Whereupon he said, it was the dog. It was a dog in your house, which prevented me to come. For we angels do not enter houses which there is a dog or a picture. And Zakir Naik is waiting for the angel to come to him. How many pictures you have in your phone, in your house? What about the dog is in the city? I mean, if the dog will stop the angels from coming into a house, how he can enter a city? Remember, the angel Jibril, he covered the horizon. He's so big. So what house is for him? If he cannot get into a house because of a dog, that means he cannot enter to town because of a dog. What a stupid religion. And yet they say to you, they try to stop the light of Allah by their mouth. When the dog, he stopped the Quran from coming. And then Muhammad, he ordered to kill all the dogs. Look at this madness, look. Oh, Lord have mercy. Do we have any Muslim? You know what? I got an idea. This guy, he told me about his mother-in-law. I mean, what about you try to convince her to become an angel, and then you get a puppy, and then you will never see her again in your house. Just tell your, convince your mother-in-law that she's an angel. After she is convinced that she's an angel, give her a name, give her Jibril, Tabril, whatever name you want, and then get a dog, a puppy, and now your mother-in-law, she can't enter the house. Problem is solved. A dog, he stopped an angel of God? Any Abdul? Yeah, hit the like bomb. If you hit the like bomb, if you don't hit the like bomb, Allah will hit you with the dog. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm warning you. Hit the like bomb, otherwise Allah will hit you with the and this religion, by the way, is confused about who is angel. In one hand, they say the angel is a spirit when they want. In one hand, they say that the angel is thunder. Do you know that in the thunder is an angel? Chapter 13, verse number 13 says, that Mr. Rad, which is a thunder, is an angel. Look, read with me. This is the chapter of thunder. I mean, you know, you enter National Geography when you go to the Quran. Thunder, spider, cave, chair, you know, elephant, you name it, you know, cow, whatever. It's a zoo. So now, Mr. Thunder, Rad, you go here, chapter, verse number 13. Now, we can say that everything, you glorify God. No problem. I have no problem with it. But this is not how the Muslims, they understand it. The Muslims, they understand this, that thunder is a real angel. His name is Rad, which is a thunder in Arabic. And he have 70,000 angels in the right side of his hand. Another 70 in his left hand. So they asked the Prophet, and what about his fire belt? What is the thunder? He said an angel. And they said to him, what is that sound we hear? He said, when he moved his hand to the right side, 70,000 angels, they scream, praising Allah. When he moved his left hand, another 70,000, they scream, praising Allah. And they said to him, so what about the fire we see? He said, this is a fire belt. He beat the cloud with it. I mean, this is convincing, by the way. You know, ask yourself how the cloud is coming from place to place. Obviously, he is beating the cloud with the belt, and he moved it from place to place. I mean, it's makes sense. That's not a poo-poo. You know, it's true. Me, myself, I used to work as an angel for like part-time. You know, I was looking for a job. And then I said, Allah, can you give me a job or something, you know? He said, what kind of job you like? I said, you know, something is easy to do, and you do not need to be smart or intelligent. He said, that perfect, angel. I said, but angels, they are smart. He said, no, I'm talking about Muslim angels. I said, oh, okay. You get a point there. You know, all right. Very easy. He does not need to think. He's a delivery boy. So look at this. Here. Oh, look in here. They took it off. I mean, it's not there, really. We have to go to different. Where is the angels? Where is the 70,000? What the heck is that? What? And look, by the way, nobody knows what the female carry, if it's a male or female, except Allah. And now we can get a picture of the baby gender in 5 minutes, if not 2 minutes. So look at this here. Let's go to this one. This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. It's a kingdom. I mean, this guy, he think really is a king. Thanks to America and to Israel, who paid his salary. So anyway, here it says, the thunder, Hemeth, am I saying it correctly? Hemeth? He prays by his command. It's an angel. It's also said, it is the voice of the sky. And so do the angels. And also the angel Hemeth praising him. And for a we him, the angels are we toward Allah. Let's see different. The thunder is an angel who is in charge of the cloud, driving them while he constantly proclaiming his praise, and that he says glory to Allah in Arabic, by the way. So you see, when you hear the thunder is speaking in Arabic, and he is praising Allah, and he is an angel. And now, you know, the Muslim, they will say, it doesn't say that. CP Christian Prince is lying for you. This is your website. This is Jalalain, your top scholar, and this is your website, Royal of Ahlul Bayt Institute Islamic Thought, Amman, Jordan. Government website, the king website, the scumbag himself. So what is the conclusion now? The conclusion that there is zero Muslim can answer us. Or what they can do, they can call names, they can threat, they can flag our videos, but they cannot answer us. And the result of that, people leave Islam. As simple as that. Like the story of Gog and Magog, it's a priceless. I like it. You know? The story of the cave, the story of the seven sleepers, the story, all the stories of Muhammad. This person is mentally ill. And the Jews, they keep making fun of him. They say things to him, he take it. They come to him, they say, tell us about a prophet, his name Alexander the Great, or Zulqarnain. The stupid Muhammad, he took the trap. He believed them. He said, now they are waiting for me to tell them about this prophet. But the Jews don't believe in him as a prophet. They are making fun of you, you idiot. You know, sometimes like Muslims, they call me and they claim to be ex-Christian. So I say to them, give me give me any statement from the book, from the Bible of Nicholas, or the Bible of Santa Claus, the Bible of you know, give me any phrase, anything it's mentioned in the book of the Bible of Washington DC. And then the Muslim, he start like thinking, okay, Washington DC, I think there Jesus, he said, yeah, like, you know, yeah, you know the thing, you know. And then supposedly he's an ex-Christian, and he is looking now, he's trying to quote for me a verse from Washington DC, you know, from the Bible of Washington DC. So this is how we get them busted. They are a bunch of liars. And when we say to them, or we see somebody leaving Islam live in our channel, the Muslim, they say, hey, he's paid, he pay him. He did not leave Islam, really. This is not the Muslim.
We move on to the next of the major signs. We're dealing with the crisis of people leaving our faith, our own children, our own young men and women. And of the reasons why is that we are not answering some of these issues that they bring, and we dismiss them. And I myself have discussed many of these issues with these types of people, and one of them, not the only one, but one of them is Ya'juj and Ma'juj. So we have...
Brother, did he say one of them? How many poo-poo your prophet he did? I mean, your prophet, he is a poo-poo, walking poo-poo machine. One of them? The Muslims, our children, they are leaving Islam because of many tales. Did he say tales? Guys, do you know what tales mean? Did this guy, he said tales. Do you know what he implied by saying tales? You see, there's a huge difference between history and tale. Do we agree? Look, we have Abraham Moses saying, do the disbeliever not understand that God who created the heaven and the earth and do not tire is in doing it? I mean, this is an average Muslim answer for nothing. First of all, Mr. Abraham Moses, I mean, do you want to add why you don't add the 124,000 prophet to your list to make it your name? As long you are saying to us, why the disbeliever don't understand the creator of the heaven? Well, what is the proof that your God can create anything? As you see, your God could not deliver Quran just because there's a puppy in the house of Muhammad. How this person can be the creator of the heaven and the earth and he's powerful? When a puppy entered the bed of your prophet, prevented Allah from delivering Quran. Have you ever heard of a religion stopped coming because of a dog? I mean, is that normal? How powerful your God is. You see, Jesus, he cast demon. The second they see him, they go, you know, like they are terrified. You know, he cast them away. When your God, he sent his more. Look, let me show you a different story. The God of Muhammad, he decided to take the life of Moses. Okay, fair enough. God, he take life. No problem. He created you. He take your life. Okay. So Allah, he decided to take the life of Moses. And the Muslim, they say that Allah is Almighty God. And if he decides something, nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop it. Read with me, Allah. And this is, you see, when this guy Yasser Qadi holds a narrative, he says those things. He says many stories, not only this is a tale, many tales. Because of many tales, they are leaving Islam. They read. So this God, he decided to take the life of Moses. Abu Hurairah, the father of the cat, reported that the angel of death was sent to Moses to inform of his Lord summons. When he came, Moses boxed him, and his eye was knocked out. He, the angel of death, came back to his Lord, and he said, you sent me to a servant who do not want to die. Allah restored his eye. This is a story of Muhammad. How the Muslim, they say that your God, Allah, if he wants something to happen, he say be. How they say that it is destiny written before you are created, how long you will live. And how he sent the angel of death to take the life of Moses, and then the angel of death was beaten by a Jewish guy who did not have a black belt. Do you have a proof, first of all, that Moses, let us be serious here. Do you have any proof that Moses, he played karate? Guys, do you think that Moses was a Chinese? I'm suspecting he's Chinese. I mean, look, Moshe, so, you know, Bruce Lee, you know, like very close. Moshe, you know, Bruce Lee, you know, Lee. I think his real name was like Moshe Lee. I mean, the angel of death is coming to you, and he have an order from the powerful, the Almighty God. And then we have a prophet who is obedient to God. And then what the prophet who is obedient to God, he do? And not only he did beat him, he knocked his eyes out. But do you remember the Muslim, they say that the angel is a spirit? How you can knock an angel spirit eye out? He's an angel or he's a spirit? Yeah, like his name, I think that the Jews, you know, they corrupted the Torah, brother, and they changed his name, his real name. He's a Chinese, you know, he's Chinese. Mussolini, something like this, you know. But it's not Moshe as the Jewish, they say. They changed the name for sure, because he is very good in karate, you know. He did not even beat him. I mean, this guy, you know, and the angel, he did not even, they could not even fight back. You can imagine. I wish I was there, you know. Actually, I was there, but I was busy. You know, I was trying to find the dog under the bed, because I was waiting for pizza delivery from the same different angel, and I know that they will not enter the house unless there is no dogs. So I was trying to find and this story happened during I was busy. You know, so the angel, he came, and he wanted now take the life of Moses, and now Moses, he, you know, and look, the angel, he went back to Allah, and his eye is coming out from his head like a Rasul. Boing, 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 boing. And then Allah, he restored the eye. And then Yasser Qadi, he says that our children, they are leaving Islam because of a tails. Because of a tails, or because your prophet, he have a tail?
Because of these types of tales. And we have to be honest and frank, and not pretend as if this doesn't exist. Perhaps some of you are not accustomed to hearing people speak. The issue of Ya'juj and Ma'juj is actually, for our modern times, I would say, one of the most,
I mean, the guy, he did not even stop. He just started, he started touching his nose all over the place. What the heck is that, man? What happened to your nose? Do you know that Muhammad, he said that shaitan sleep in your nose? And they are talking about tails will make Muslim leave Islam. Have you ever heard of a powerful shaitan sleep in the nose, pee in the ears, and jump inside your mouth when you do yawning? And this guy talking about there's many youth are leaving Islam because of tales. Can you give us more details?
If not the most problematic of the signs of Judgment Day. And it has caused many of our youth to question, to doubt. I myself have met people that have actually left Islam.
Actually, I think this is you. This guy, he was speaking about himself when he looked at the mirror. Because later in the video, he agreed that he don't believe in those stories. He don't believe in Gog and Magog no more. He don't believe that they are coming from the earth. He don't believe that they are behind the dam. He don't believe the Quran saying that. This guy became an apostate. By the way, you know, just to let you know, we Middle Eastern, we are very aggressive. Look at what happened. Look what my cousin Moshe, he did. You know what will happen to you if you meet me. I'm just letting you know, in case you are thinking about it. Okay? I mean, my cousin Moshe, peace be upon him, when the angel came to him, he did not show mercy. I mean, he just, and maybe I don't have skills like Moshe, but I assure you, I have, like, let us say, different level of training. I learned some training from my cousin Al-Qazafi. I have some training from my other cousin, Saddam Hussein, peace be upon him. I have, all of them, they are very peaceful people, by the way. Very friendly, peaceful people, very wonderful people. And by the way, Middle East is heaven. Not like those American and Europe and crazy stuff, kuffar, najis, dirty, disgusting. Go to our land, brother. It's very beautiful, like, it's very peaceful, and that's why, and very safe. That's why we have bars all over the windows. And all the doors is made from steel, because it's very peace there, very safe, very safe. And women, she cannot walk on the street because it's safe, brother. Very, very safe, she's secure. Yeah, she need a guardian, not because it's not safe. No, not because people, they will kidnap her. No. But, she need a guardian because she feel like she need a bodyguard because she's important. Women are important in the Middle East. They are guarded, brother. So Muslims, this is a story. This is a prophet of God. And what the point of this story? And now, and look what God, he said to him. He said to the angel, okay, go back. I mean, if I am the angel, I will not go back. I mean, the guy, he just took my eye off. So he told him, go back and tell him to place his hand in the top of a ox or a cow. And whatever hair his hand cover, he will live. You know what make me upset? Why Allah did not say, put your hand over a hair of a cat, and whatever your hand cover, you live, which means each hair is 1 year. Man, that would be good. What I would do? I will shave all the hair of the cat and put it in my hand. How Allah knows? He do not know. I mean, look at this silly, put your hand over a cow. So you can change the day you will die because you did beat an angel of God, disobeying God. Show disrespect. Imagine, guys, this is story telling us that God, he sent an angel, and then there's a guy, he beat the messenger of God. How in the world this person is a prophet of God and he's obedient to God? Imagine Allah, he sent Jibreel to Muhammad. Muhammad, he beat Jibreel. I mean, what different? There's no different. Anyway, I'm sure many of you now are going to like Islam very much. Actually, today I met a person. He did not know who I am, and he started telling me, he's a nice guy, and he said you have an accent, he just you have an accent, and yeah, like we're talking where, and then he says, I speak. In the beginning he thought maybe I'm a Muslim, something like that. But then he said, are you, no, I'm Christian. Everything he said almost wrong, almost. He's a good guy, but he do not know much. And he said, you know, if you have any question about this religion, ask me, I will help you. I said, well, I'm learning, just tell me more, I'm listening. And then he said to me, you know, Islam is an Abrahamic, but they are wrong, you know, they are not really, it's a cult, but they are Abrahamic. I said, why they are Abrahamic? How you know they are Abrahamic? He said, oh, the Abraham is in the Quran. I said, is Jehovah's Witnesses Abrahamic? He said, what? I said, is Jehovah's Witnesses Abrahamic? He said, no. I said, is Mormon Abrahamic? He said, no. I said, they have Abraham too. Anyway, this guy, you have no idea he's talking to who. Yeah, and later, like 5 minutes after, he shut up and he decided to listen, and he noticed that he have no idea he is speaking about what. And then his wife, she came and she need to leave, and he don't want to leave actually. He want to stay and he want to learn more. And he said, by the way, you said to me, I'm learning from you, I'm listening. You were making a mockery of me, weren't you? Like when he's leaving, he said, by the way, did you say like to me when I was talking to you in the beginning, I'm listening, I'm learning? Yeah, continue, yeah, I'm learning, you know? So you were making mockery of me all this time. And, you know, I was, you know, I said, no, but I'm trying to understand what do you know? So I can correct you. I'm not making a mockery. I'm just trying to see what you know. You said you know a lot. So what I will say to you without knowing what you know, I will say you do not know anything. So I have to listen to you. And I did not lie to you. I'm saying I'm learning about you. You know, I'm learning about what you know. They said, you are right, you know. But, you know, and you speak Arabic, right? I said, yeah. He said to me then, I'm learning too. Yeah, he was teaching me. Are you the same man on spread become gods? Your name Faisal Ashar? Are you the one who's in spread become God? Hey, my friend, I am the Shin who become the Shin God. Have you ever heard of a God is a Shin? And what's wrong with you Muslims? You don't accept Jesus because he's a man. You accept God because he's a Shin? How does Shin become a God? Is it a holy Shin? I mean, just to change one letter at the end, you will have an unpleasant name. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, this religion is very funny, it's very silly. In one hand, they say to you, God cannot be inside his creation, and then he is inside his Shin. And then he come down to the earth. And then he come down inside the heaven. And then he go down to the lowest heaven. And then he go inside the tree. And then he go inside the fire. And then all of this, Allah don't enter inside his creation. Do we have any Muhammadan want to say something useful? Beside Musa's, he did, you know. And you know, Muhammad, he have tons of tales, by the way. Like the story of Musa's testicles. This is my favorite story. Because, you know, like once upon the time, I was living in a village and I was very shy. And I don't take a shower in front of people. I'm very shy by nature. You know, as you see, I don't open a camera because I don't want anyone to see any of those things, you know. So anyway, and then some bad people, they start making rumors that he have a problem there, here, you know. I'm not going to say where, you know. So Allah, he heard them because Allah, he can hear the gossip. Allah hear all gossip, you know. You cannot hide it from Allah. So Allah heard the gossip, and then Allah wanted to prove to them that my testicles are wonderful. So what Allah he did, very tricky, man. Allah is very tricky, man. I don't know what to do with him. And now I cannot even take a shower since then. So I went to take a shower in a private secluded area. I took my clothes off and I put it in a rock in the front of the beach in the Himalaya River, you know, next to Venezuela. You know, it's like, you know, you are in Africa now, Venezuela. And then I put my rock, my clothes in the rock. And then when I put the clothes in the rock start running. And Allah, He exposed the private part, my private part. Look at this. Abu Huraira reported that Moses was a modest person who was never seen naked, and Banu Israel, the children of Israel, said, he's afraid to expose his private part because he have a sexual disease, Allahu Alam, and he is having obviously a scrotal hernia. Yeah, hernia is like the cousin or Harun Yahya. Yeah. And then one day, brother, he took a bath in the water. He took a bath in the water. Looked like at that time people, they take a bath in the water, and some people take bath with urine. And then and place his garment upon the stone, brother. The stone began to move quickly, and he followed the stone, and he struck it. Wait, what happened? And somebody ate the story. Hear the story. This is not the whole story. Look, here the story is better. And the stone decided to move. Look, what the heck? This is the story here is better. Hold on. When they are staying, the stone start moving. The stone start running. What moving? Okay. Look here. Look. Okay. And when he had finished his bath, he moved toward his clothes as it to take them, and the stone took the clothes and fled. I love this part. I mean, this is how action movies should be. So the guy now, he took a bath, which is something normal you do, and it's shampoo, not shampoo. In Arab, Middle Eastern, we say shampoo. So shampoo, halibu, whatever stuff, put it in your head, etc., to clean yourself. And then now he's done. So he want to go to his clothes, which he put it in the top of the rock, his wallet, iPhone, all stuff. And then the rock, look, the rock, the stone took his clothes and fled. And Moses picked up his stick and run after it. Look, Moses, see, he's naked now, but he will never leave his stick behind. Period. I mean, now you are naked, and now Moses is worried about this, about the stick, magical stick. Remember, this is a stick; he can do things with it. A lot of stuff. So Moses will not leave this stick. Even he's naked now. So he took the stick, brother, and but look, Moses, the story, Muhammad did not mention like Moses, he was astonished or like. As if nothing happened. He just saw the rock is running with his clothes. He chased the rock and he starts saying to the rock, "Stop, rock, my clothes! Stop, rock, my clothes!" It looked like at that time, rocks, they used to do theft. Because if you read the story here, and he kept chasing the rock, screaming, saying, "My garment, oh stone! Give me my garment." At that time they speak to stones. And Moses is not astonished how the stone is running. Normal at that time. They run all the time. They steal clothes, they steal bread. I have a cousin. The stone stole his chicken. She took the chicken, and the chicken stopped in the top of the stone. It was a rooster actually. Another rooster, they like to be high. So he jumped in the rock, and the second he jumped in the rock start running. And now the rooster, he don't dare to jump because it's so fast and it's very dangerous. He don't have a seat belt. So, and he don't have a parachute. So, the stone is running, and my cousin running after the stone, and my cousin, he did not surprise how in the world the stone is running because it's normal. Look. Moses, he did not like say, "What the heck, stone is running?" No, he did not think about it because it's normal. Things happen, at that time, normal. And so he keep running after the stone. He pick up his stick and he run after the stone saying, "Oh stone, give me my garment." Because the stones, they speak and they talk and they are like us. You can talk to them. And by the way, this is a Hebrew stone. Okay, this is a Jewish stone, to make it simple. That's why it's stealing. If it's a Muslim stone, we'll never steal, brother. Muslims steal only from non-Muslims. Okay, and then here, O stone, give me my garment. Till reach a group of Bani Israel who saw him naked, and they found that he have the best private part Allah created. You should see the women, man. The women, they look at Moses. Oh boy, what the heck is that? What Moses he have there? Is that a Scud missile? Is that a hyposcanic missiles? What the heck is that? And then all the Jews, they agree, this is the best penis Allah ever created. And you should see, like Moses, he is so proud now, looking down at between his legs. Yeah, look, yeah, see? See? Finally, Allah proved it to you. Look how beautiful it is. Look at this. And then Moses, he grabbed his sunglasses and he put it over his private part because his, because it's sensitive. He never saw the sun before, You don't want to blind your private part. It's dangerous. So they saw how beautiful it is. And then Allah, he cleared him from their accusation. So now look at the plan. The people accuse him that his private part have a problem. Allah, he thought about it. How in the world I'm going to clear his penis? So he made the stone run, brother. The stone run until went to down to Jerusalem. Okay? Downtown Jerusalem, there is Jack Shalom, there is Netanyahu, Bibi, all of them, all the guys, the IDF army. I mean, they're everybody. And then Musa's like, what the heck? Suddenly he did not notice that he is in the middle of the town now because he's so, he cannot lose his wallet. Here's a credit card. Here's, I mean, everything. You name it. So when he went there, and everybody, he saw that his private part is so beautiful and so like, mashallah, Aman Rabbi Aman, the stone stopped in a perfect location in the middle of the square, in Trafalgar Square in London. So like, everybody saw it, everybody praised Allah, how beautiful it is. And then Moses, he will now seek revenge. So he start beating the stone. Look. And then he took his garment and started hitting the stone with his stick. And then Muhammad, he swear, by Allah, the stone still have some traces of the hitting. Three. What three? He hit it 3 times? What the heck? This guy is a Trinity guy? Why 3 times? Everything in Islam is 3 times. And then you will see the poor Yasser Qadi saying our youth are leaving Islam because of such tales. Why they are leaving Islam?
Because of these types of tales. The issue of Ya'juj and Ma'juj is actually, for our modern times, I would say, one of the most, if not the most problematic of the signs of Judgment Day. And it has caused many of our youth to question, to doubt. I myself have met people that have actually left Islam because of these types of tales.
Did this guy, he just say the truth that he's a prophet, is a fairy tale storyteller, and he is he's a fraud? And a banana, this is comedy? Because I hate it when somebody disrespect the words of Prophet Muhammad. I hate it. What comedy? This is a true story. Show respect, my friend. Do you want this to happen to you? Okay, let us say your mother-in-law, she accused you that your penis is like bent, it's bended, like, somebody closed the door in it, and it's like bent, like letter T. Do you want rumors to speak about it like this in the society? Do you want Joe Biden, he go on TV, and he say, we have to bend his, the thing? You don't want the thing? So, don't make fun of the, because those things can happen to you. Things happen. This is a true story. If we don't have witnesses, but we have the rock, and the rock still have the traces there. You see, the race the you know, I can take you there. I can take you. Just hold on. And it says here, and by Allah, look, this is serious. He's swearing. When Muhammad he swear, it's mean the poo is big. By Allah, I think when Muhammad was talking, he looked at the eyes of people and they were saying like, what the heck this guy is saying? So he have to swear now to make them believe. So he said, by Allah, by Allah, by Allah. The stone still has some traces of the hitting 3, 4, or 5 marks. Look, oh Muhammad, look at the decency. Muhammad is not sure. He's sure from the whole story. But how many times he hit it? Not sure. 3, 4, 5. Honesty. Honesty, honesty, honesty. I mean, Muhammad, he is dripping truthful and honesty. Decency. I'm not like, you know, I mean, the whole story is correct. But at the end, I'm not sure, to be honest with you, if it is he hit it a 3 or 4 or 5. I'm not sure. Hey, Muhammad, how come? How come you says by swear by Allah, it has a traces, and now you don't remember how many? So come on. You know, like if you make fun of somebody, you know, you do you know that Allah will punish you? I will tell you a true story. Once there is a guy, you know, he made fun of me because of my look. Do you know what happened to him? Second day, Allah, he made him wake up in the morning. He went to the mirror. He found himself look like me. The guy, he was saying, no, please, no, no way, unbelievable. You know, unbelievable, man. Don't do that. And a banana? Do you want Allah to make you wake up in the morning, you find yourself like a banana? Don't do that, man. I mean, come on. Your name is already a banana. I mean, that's messed up. Make it a zucchini, you know. Hey, Muslims, is that your prophet, the truthful? That, and this is Sahih Bukhari, by the way. This is true story, Sahih Bukhari. Look. And look, just to make it more clear, the proof that this story is true, look at the number. 3404. Music. Look, look. If it's different number, by the way, I might say the story not convincing. But when you look at such a number, 3404, what a music. It's like harmony. It's like magical. 3404. So beautiful. So beautiful. And who can say that Muhammad is a liar? Nobody. Does the stone have engine or wheel? My friend, first of all, this is a stone from Israel. And everybody knows that Israeli stuff is different from different stuff. Just face it. I will convince you in better way. The Israeli, they have now weapon work by laser. Do laser have engine and wheels? I got you busted. Hey. See? Hello, we answer you. And now we are refuted. And bingo. Don't ever try. Laser is not better than stones. So in Israel, everything is possible because those are Jews. I mean, we are talking about the Jews. Come on. You're not talking about the Arab. In the Arab, even the car will not work with gas and engine, and you know, because they, you know, I mean, very good in everything. Do we have any Muslim have any comment? Man, you go in the Middle East, you will see a lot of hitting the mark of sticks in stones. Because remember, those stories happened to all the Jewish prophet. All of them. The Jewish accused them that they have a bad private part. Hey, Faisal. Yes, and devil. You know, the funny about the Muslims, you show them all the purpose they have in their garbage. And then they say to you, okay, let me post for you a verse. But what does verse have to do with our topic? Let us say, for the sake of argument, there is something there you don't like. Is that how you refute your stupid prophet and lies? Hmm? And actually, the verses you are quoting for us, showing us how truthful the Jewish are, because they speak against themselves. If the Jewish are corrupt in their book, why the Jewish, they will say that God, he is very angry from themselves. Muslims, I feel sorry for you. The stone is running, and you cannot run. Do we have any smart Muslim he can answer any of those things we said? Anything, choose anything. And the funny, by the way, Fasula, your prophet, he put his hand on the Torah and the book of the Jews, and he said, I swear by thee and the one who sent thee, and I believe in thee. No. Anyway. And even the questions the Muslims they raise, it is silly and it's stupid and it does not even make sense. You know, when Muslims they try to supposedly they will find contradiction. Well, God against you because you are wrong, and Satan against you when you are right. Isn't it your Quran says that Allah he sent Shaitan against his prophets? And isn't it your God he said that Allah is against the disbelievers? Let me show you your stupid Quran. Do you want to call me Fasula so we can laugh? Do you like to call me? I will use the same verses from the Bible you showed me, and I will use your Quran, and I will make you read it, and everybody will laugh at you. Is it true your God, he is angry from the Jews, and he cursed them? And isn't it true that Shaitan, he will stand against everyone because Allah deceived them? Isn't it true that even Allah, he sent Shaitan against his prophets? Let us show you. To show you who is stupid. You know, those verses you are quoting, they have a good interpretation. Read and laugh. Why Allah want to send Satan's against his prophets? You see, it's not Satan coming against the prophets. It is Allah. He sends Satan against his prophet. All those verses speaking about Satan, supposedly Satan is a bad person, right? So how he is a bad person and yet he is working for Allah? Read and laugh. Is that your book? And now Faisal, he will play dead. Is it true that Allah, he sent Satan's against his prophets? Are you there, Faisal, or you want me to block you? Don't make me talk to myself. Do you want to call me? Do you dare to call me? This is your God, and Satan is his employee. So while Islam says that Satan, he whispered to the disbelievers so they will disbelieve, and then we find that Allah himself is sending Shaitan to be the enemy of his prophets. Why? Any Muslim can tell me why Allah sending shaitan against his prophet? He is sending shaitan. And then we go to different verse in the Quran, we will find this. The Quran says that Allah said to shaitan, you have no authority over my good servants, and no one except al-ghawin, which is the criminals, the bad one. And then we find Allah is the one who sent shaitan against his prophets, and they failed. Isn't it your prophet received satanic verses? Chapter 5 verse number 42. And if you go to verse number 39, it says that shaitan was misled by Allah, was deceived by Allah. So Allah is the biggest shaitan. Shaitan is a victim of Allah. And now shaitan, he says, because you misled me, I'm going to mislead them. And then Allah, he said to him, you can mislead as you wish, except my true servants. Do you see it? Any Muslim can answer? Abraham is quoting for us Ezekiel chapter 13 verse number 22. You know, let me show you Ezekiel. There we go. Abraham, just to show you how stupid you are, like your prophet. I will, you know, you see, this is the difference between us and the Muslims. The Muslims, they run away from a challenge. Here we take the challenge and we demolish it. So he's quoting for you Ezekiel chapter 13 verse number 22. And by the way, don't trust whatever Muslim post. Go check it out yourself. But look what your Quran said, and now you will try to hide again. Come with different name. Keep changing your name. Look at this. Moses. Is that your word of your God? Read and laugh. And now you will never quote Ezekiel again. Allah, if he want to destroy a town, he order the wealthy one of it to do bad, so he can destroy it. Is that your book? Change your name and come back. Switch between Abraham and Faisal. What do you think? Are you there? If Ezekiel is bad for you, well, then the Quran is bad for you. And by the way, the translation is very funny and not accurate. So we commanded the rich ones to commit sin so we can destroy it. And remember, the Muslims, they believe everything is a destiny, which means everything you do is not even a choice. So all sin is from Allah, because there's no choice. Sin is a description for an action you do by choice. If you've been forced to, this is not a sin. This is not a sin. Sin only if you do it by your own will. If somebody forced somebody to shoot somebody, like let's say someone put a gun in your head, says shoot him or I will shoot you. Yes, you killed the person, but you have been forced to. It's not you really who killed him. It was the other guy. Allah is the source of all sin. Every sin happening in this earth is from Allah. It's not from the man, according to Islam. Even the sin of Adam, and we showed you the story, how Adam was debating with Moses. And you know, the Muslim, they try to run away from the stupidity of their prophet by posting things that have nothing to do with it. And to make it more funny, still the Muslims are looking for verses in the Bible to find Muhammad. After all the garbage this guy he just said, and the Muslims are leaving Islam, where is Gog and Magog? We cannot find them. How we build a dam between us and them? We cannot find the dam. We cannot find those trillions of people. We have satellite covering all the earth. We could not find one of them. And what the Muslims they do? They want to find a verse about Muhammad in the Bible. Shaitan sleep in your nose. He piss in your ears. And what the Muslim they want to do? They try to find Muhammad in the Bible. The sun set in a muddy hot water. What the Muslim they do? Let us find Muhammad in the Bible. My friend, I can find you tons of verses about Muhammad in the Bible. The false prophets, the deceiver, the liar, the fraud, the scumbag. All of those is about your prophet. Hey prophet, did the Quran say the sun set in murky water? No, brother, no. The Quran says that this is from the perspective of Zulkarnain, brother. Hey, hold on, but isn't it this is your prophet explaining the verse? Yeah, no, the prophet, he, you know, like this verse here, okay, let me read it for you. I was sitting behind Messenger of Allah, and who riding donkey while the sun was setting? He asked, do you know where this is set? I replied, Allah and his apostle knows best. He said, it's set in a spring of warm water, Hamia. Okay, what's wrong? You just told me that the sun setting from the perspective of Zulkarnain. Yes, it's from the perspective of the Quran. It's not true. Okay, but did you see what your prophet just said? Well, the prophet did not say that. Okay, let's read again. I was sitting behind the Messenger of Allah, who was riding donkey while the sun setting. He asked, do you know where this is set? I replied, Allah and his apostle knows best. He said, it's set in a spring of warm water. Okay, Christian Prince, what's wrong with that? But this is an agreement with the Quran that the sun set in murky water. No, Christian Prince, it doesn't say that, CP. Where it says that? It says here, it's set in a spring of warm water. No, listen. It says it's set in a spring of warm water. It doesn't say it's set in, what? Okay, so is it true that the sun set in a spring of... Okay, Christian Prince, let me show you a verse from the Bible. It says that Muhammad is the prophet. Wait. This is a prophet who said that the sun set in murky water? Isn't it this is a prophecy? He claimed that he knew the unseen. He knew where the sun goes and nobody knows. And now he found that the sun set in murky water. First of all, Christian Prince, this is Sahih, this is Da'if Hadith. This is Da'if. You know, it says here Sahih. Look. Sahih. You know, not only Sahih, Sahih in chain too. That's deep. They try to escape. You know, we talk about donkey, they talk about monkey. We talk about monkey, they talk about Joe Biden. Muslims, we are showing you your stupid prophet. You know, forget about the Christians. You don't want to believe in their Bible, you don't believe in Jesus, no problem. But this is your prophet statement. What you will do with it? How he is a prophet of God? You know, Abraham, Moses, I mean, you are a mixed shish kebab. Okay, the old Ezekiel is about yelling at Israel, saying what they do wrong, telling about repent to God. What does this have to do with my topic? Why Muhammadan cannot focus their brain for a second in the topic? How in the world this person is a prophet of God? I mean, since 2 hours until now, we are just quoting for you stupid story after stupid story. And we just showed you how Yasser Qadi is saying our children are leaving Islam because of those tales. So how a Muslim can answer us? There is no answer. They try to escape from answering about what is stupid in their religion by saying, oh, you have a stupid religion too. But that will not, if this is true, that will not make your religion not stupid. You are just confirming the stupidity of your prophet. Any Abdul? You are not giving justice? How is that, Mr. Logical? Mr. Logical, he said, I'm not giving justice. How is that? Help me, go ahead. What justice mean? Not giving justice. I'm showing a reference. I'm showing the numbers of a reference. I'm using Islamic web pages, Islamic books, and you are talking about justice? Everything I'm saying is justified. It's in front of you with proofs and reference. Who can explain the Quran better than Muhammad? Nobody. He is the one who brought it. And who can understand what Allah said more than Muhammad? You know, give him a chance to change his name. His name is a silly stupid, but give him a chance to fix it. Any Muslim can answer? I'm giving fake hadith. Okay, here we go. So logical, look how logical he is. I'm showing the website, the Muslim website. I'm showing the name of the book. I'm showing the reference. And he is saying I'm showing fake hadith. And his name is logical. I think you should have changed your name to something else. Fake hadith. This is sunnah.com, owned by Muslims, run by Muslims, translated by Muslims, and I'm giving fake hadith. And this is the book of Sunan Abi Dawud. And this is the hadith number. And this is fake hadith, brother. Okay. This is exactly why Muslims leave Islam, because you know they don't find any decent Muslim. He dare to say the truth. You see, when somebody come to me and say, well, you know, the God of the Bible, he stopped the sun, I don't deny it. I say, yes, it says that. I do not need to make fiction stories and duct tape and hey, God, he is almighty, he can do whatever he wants. How this is impossible? This is nothing impossible for God. He can stop time. He can stop the whole universe. He can freeze the whole earth, and we do not know for millions of years if you want. He's God. We as a Christians, when there is somebody he bring an issue, we don't duct tape the issue. We believe in it. You Muslim, you duct tape because you're ashamed of it. You see, true believers will not duct tape. Is that correct, people? True believers will not duct tape. This is what it says. I believe in it. I don't care if you agree or not. You Muslims, because you know that your religion is a shameful cult, you love to duct tape. You think By duct tape, you can fix it, but the hole is there. There's a big holes in the narrative. And this is the difference between us and between the pagan Muslims, black stone kissers. A Muslim, he come to a Hindu, a Buddha, a Christian, a Jew, everybody, they say to him, you are pagan, you are pagan. But they are the one who kiss a stone. They are the one who believe a stone erase their sin. They are the one who go around a stone. And they are the one who pray in the direction of a stone. All your religion is based on a stone. And then they claim that they are not pagan. Khalid is saying, Arabian prophet, who in the earth would right mind believe in anything which comes from you showing a screen? Nobody. No. Do you think Muslims, they believe in it? No. This is why they deny it. You see, the Muslims, in order to protect their belief, which does not exist, which became an identity for them, they deny what we show on the screen. Because this is the truth. The truth hurt. So they don't want to see it. They don't want to look at it. The stone is running. The guy go, he burned Abraham. Gog and Magog. David, Solomon, he have a flying carpet, can take millions of soldiers. Can carry, have 650,000 chairs in the top of a flying carpet, and all his army. And his army is from Jerusalem all the way to the end of Iraq. This is the army of Suleiman. All of them in the top of the corner of his roof, which is in the top of the flying carpet. And then they say to you, you know, in order to avoid, oh, this is not a true story, where you get the story from? This is a fabricated story. I agree, it's a fabricated story from your prophet who fabricated. It's your prophet who fabricated the story. Flying carpet, magical ring, controlling the demon. The demon, they die for him. And this is in the Quran now. Sorry, not demon, shaitan. Muslims don't believe in demon. I mean, this guy, he have divers who they are satans. Really? They are good in diving, aren't they, the Satan, huh? Brother, they are builder and divers. Look at the specialty. Who build better houses than Satan? I mean, how in the world he is a prophet of God and his employees are Shaitan? This is the book of God. Shaitans are divers. Welcome. You know, I wondering, in the other day, once I went to the beach, long time ago, brother, I saw a beautiful girl, she was doing Scooby-Doo. What call it? Scooby-Doo? What they call it? What they call it? Scooby-Doo, 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 you know? What they call it? What they call it? Scuba diving, sorry, not Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is dog, the dog, come on, cartoon, yeah. Alhamdulillah. So, she was doing Scooby-Doo, she was wearing a bikini, you know? Haram bikini, halal bikini, burkini. And now I noticed she was a shaitan. That's why she have weird, like, you know, she came from the water and she have something coming from her mouth, like a pipe, you know, and there she have a glasses or something, you know, and then her legs, you should see her legs. Man, she looked like a frog. She have something in her foot, you know, in her feet, and like one brum, 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 you know, brum, 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 brum. And I was looking, you know, And then I said, you know, she is beautiful. A'udhu billah, I'm not going to look more because, you know, I will get tempted because she is beautiful, shaitan. So I said, I'm not going to look, you know. And then she came from the water and she have lobster. Lobster is originally, he's like from the lab, and he was a star, like he was a superstar somewhere in the, you know, in the ocean. And then he was like in the lab because she is hugging him in her lap, you know. She have a big lap, unbelievable, you know. And the boobs, boom, the boobs is like boom, boom. So she put the lobster, who is from the in her lap, and he is a star, and she is carrying him, and then she is shaitan. And then I asked her, you work for who? She said, I work for Solomon. Okay. And then she said, if you talk to me again, I will call the police of Solomon. They will arrest you. Okay. I said, well, I'm not. I just asked a legitimate question. You know, I want to know, you work for who? Do you have a license to do Scooby-Doo fishing here? You know. And then she said to me, Allah knows best. So I said, okay, so now you are saying you do not know if you have a fishing license or not? And the answer is, Allah knows best. I'm going to call the police. She said, you cannot call the police because I am the police. And then, you know, she said to me, put your hand behind the, you know. I said, no, I cannot put my hand behind, you know. What about I put them in front, you know. So I, you know, like, the story is very long. I'm not going to tell you the whole story because this is a true story, you know. What the heck is that? And the Muslims are talking about, and the guy, his name is logical. His name is logical. Shaitan died for him. And the one who disobey, he get arrested, brother. And they put him in a chain. Like, what the heck is that? Hard labor. You disobey Solomon, he put you in chain. If you don't work good, he put you in chain, okay? Like you stay 10 days in chain for punish it for you. And there is no hummus for you. Put him in chain and there is no hummus. And not only that, the stories, like, you know, go crazy more, you know, especially when Solomon, he found that the general, the command general of his chicken army is missing. That story alone is different story, different level of sudden fiction, you know. Look, this is chapter 27, verse number 20. And another occasion, Solomon inspected the birds, army of chickens, and he said, why I don't see the hippo, you know. Now you might ask yourself, maybe he have some chickens. No, those are army. Look, read carefully, verse number 17, chapter 27. Host of the jinn and the human and birds were marched for Solomon. They are his army, chicken. And then Yasser Qadi, he is saying, people don't believe and they are leaving Islam. I don't know, what are you talking about, man? This is a very true story. Actually, I saw the chicken army. I saw it with my own eyes. You know, this is not a lie. So Solomon, brother, he, you know, he give command, and you know the chicken, you know, they like. Let me show you Solomon. This is a true story. Okay, hold on. Here. I'm sure now the kuffar, the Christians, they will get jealous because this is a true story. And here we go. This is Sulaiman, brother, when he was young. This is when he was young, you know. So this is his army, and now he is, you know. Look, Allahu Akbar, and the chicken is coming, and he is holding the sword. Let me show you. Hold on, the screen is black. Okay. So this is Solomon, and now he have like a billion chicken behind him, you know, and like he's okay, takbir, you know, Allahu Akbar, takbir, jihad, Allahu Akbar, shahada, you know, and you know he have a sword in his hand. You see the sword, okay? So he go to do invasion, and then that he order, he give command. Look, Allahu Akbar. Wow, endless numbers of chicken. Takbir. Wow, look at this. They are following him, and now they are occupying in the other area. So, brother, those are true stories. If you have a suspicion that this is not true, never listen to the Christians. We got them busted. This is really true, and it's proven to be scientifically. Don't listen to them. Yeah. But, people, they say things, it's really not true. This is a true story. So Suleiman, he have an army of birds, an army of a genie, an army of a human. And just think about it. How many of us wish to have army of a chicken? Just think about it. Just think about it for a second. Be honest with yourself. All of us, we wish to have an army of a chicken. Your mother-in-law, she come to visit you, you order all the rooster to attack her. Pop, 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 pop. She will never come back to you again. And then the Muslim, he speak about logic, and he speak about God. How God can be a man? Yeah. How God can be a man? Because he's God, he can be whatever he want. Now tell me, how did Solomon, he have an army of a chicken? And he was invading who with him, with them? Did you hear Yasser Qadi in the previous video? He said that Allah, he will send an army of camels, or they are flying camels. Did you hear it? When he spoke about Gog and Magog? So Allah, he will send an army of flying camels. So it's not a flying horses only now. We have a flying camels, who they will grab those Gog and Magog and they will throw them in the sea, brother. In Islam, even camels, they fly. This remind me of my cousin. He was doing hunting with my other cousin, Abdul. And then the first Abdul, he said to the second Abdul, he said, do you see that goat under the tree? The other Abdul, he said to him, this is not a goat, this is a bird. The first Abdul, he said to the second Abdul, you stupid, this is the goat. The second Abdul, he said to the first Abdul, listen carefully, you want to bet that this is a bird, not a goat? He said, okay, we will bet. He said, okay, we will shoot at it. If it does a fly, it's a bird. If it doesn't, it's a goat. He said, okay. So they shot at it, and then it fly. So the second Abdul, he said, see, I told you it's a bird. The first Abdul, he said to him, it's a bird, it's a goat, even if it does a fly. And this is the Muslim logic. Even if it does a fly, it is a goat. It is not a bird. I mean, what's wrong with the Quran? There's nothing wrong. Look, this is true. What's wrong? He have an army of a chicken, so what? This is very normal. Flying carpet, so and not only that, Allah, he taught Suleiman the language of the birds, but yet Suleiman, he can understand the ants. What the heck? We taught Suleiman the speech of the birds. So Suleiman, he don't, like, when he communicate with his army, the birds, like, translation, where the heck you been, man? I was waiting for you. So did we do the attack like 5 minutes ago? Didn't I tell you that you have to use the TNT and C4 when I count to 10? Okay. So you are saying that the battery is will not work. Why you did not charge the battery before we do the thing? You know the thing. So the guy, he been taught the language of the birds, and then he walk in the valley of the ants. This is the name of the chapter, the ants. Look. The name of the chapter is the ants. He walk in the valley of the ant, and one of the ants, she said to the other ants, hide, otherwise Suleiman will crush you. I mean, look at this Suleiman, brother. He can focus in one ant at the time. I mean, there's billions of ants. But he was able to make his ear, you know, specifically receive the, like, you know, the signal of the voice of one ant, you know. So like he listened and then he started laughing, you know, because the ant, she said to the other ant, you know, okay, we have to hide, otherwise Solomon will crush you. Okay. And by the way, this is a true story. Look. I mean, those Christians, they lie to you. They say a lot of things not true. The Quran is a true book for sure. Look at this story. Beautiful, beautiful story. Chapter 27, verse number 18, brother. Solomon was once on the move with them until they reached the valley of the ants. You see, there's a valley of California. There's a valley of Las Vegas. There's a valley, but there's a valley of ants, very well known. There's nobody there except ants. Nobody's allowed, actually. Ants only. It says a big sign. Ants only. Show your identification, you know. So when he arrived to the valley of the ants, one of the ants said, that's deep. Look. Allah is focusing in one of the ant. He wrote down, one of the ants said, write it, this is very cute. Write it, I'm going to put it in TikTok, you know. Allah is making a short video for TikTok. So one of the ants said, oh ants. You see, notice here, by the way, the ant, she did not say ants, she said, oh ants. Do you know why it says oh ants? Like, you know the song, it says, oh mommy, mommy blue, oh mommy blue. This is the same, because it's like, it became like more attention, like, you know, tension, you know, in French, you know, tension bardantino in Italian. So here, oh ant, like, oh, what the heck, like, oh, what? So, oh ants, get into your holes. Which holes? Shame on you. Show respect. What do you mean holes? Do you mean holes in the narrative or holes? Unbelievable. Dirty language. I cannot believe it. So, oh ants, get in your holes, lest Solomon and his host crush you. What is killing me in the story, not how stupid the story, but how in the world she knew that his name is Solomon, brother. I mean, she is an ant in the valley of the ant. We got it. How in the world she was able to know that his name is Solomon? Any Muslim? I mean, come on, it's obvious. Solomon at that time was very famous. You know, all those ants, they have cell phone, TikTok, you know, Hick-Hawk, Bing Bong, you know, like all those stuff, you know, kimchi, you know, like even when you buy kimchi, like, you know, this Korean food, it says Solomon kimchi, you know, Solomon kimchi or Solomon beef, you know, Solomon, very famous, his name is everywhere, you know. So this ant, she saw a guy is very good looking. He don't look like me for sure. I'm more good looking, you know, but I don't want. I'm very humble. I don't want to talk about how good, you know, very good. I lost my voice because God, he told me, when you lie, I will make you lose your voice. Hold on, let me drink water. Okay, God, I will not lie again. Okay, forget about the last one. So, last Solomon and his host crush you. Look at the word crush you, brother. How many times of all of us we remember the crush cola? Like, you know, crush cola, you know, you drink it, you feel you are being crushed. This is exactly what, this is how it feels for those ants when they saw Solomon. So she warned all the ants, and all the ants, they start hiding, because at that time there's no insurance. You know, like now you have insurance, you break your hand, you break your leg, You know, somebody step on you, you can fix it. But at that time, there's no insurance. You know, so the ants, they have to hide it because there's no solution. That's it. So then when he step on you, you are in trouble. And someone very heavy. I mean, this guy, he eat like a mule. So, you know, and then, you know, brother, Allah, he said, this is the good story to write for the Muslims. Because this is wonderful story. They are a bunch of kids, and now it's bedtime story. This is religion, this is God. This is God talking. And then the stupid Yasser Qadi, he says that our youth are leaving Islam because such of a tales. All your Quran is tales, you buddy. What this guy is, look at this, look, he is staring down. Yeah, they are leaving Islam because of those tales, brother.
Question to doubt. I myself have met people that have actually left Islam because of these types of tales.
No way, come on, let us be serious. First of all, those are true stories, and me myself, I was witnessing for them. It's like the election of Joe Biden. It's very true election. He winning, you know, all the time. He won. Look at him, he's genius. I mean, it's obvious he will win wherever he go. You know, that's guy, Balusi and Lucy Biden. I mean, look at this idiot we have. You know, if those they can be president, I mean, Muhammad can be a prophet. Very easy, very simple. Because things can happen. You know, things can happen. Very possible, very possible. You know, so, and then they say to you, it doesn't say that, CP. Yeah, you are giving fake hadith and fake website. Logical. I'm going to give you a fake band. Okay, so don't be upset. Okay, it's fake. It's fake. There we go. I just banned you, but it's a fake band. Don't worry about it. You know, don't worry. Be happy. This is religion. This is God talking. Me. And look. There's this chapter in the Quran is called chapter Sad. Sad is a letter. Have you ever heard of a chapter have a name of the name of a chapter is a letter? Letter S. What the heck is that? Sad? What the heck is that? How in the world? And look, this God. He decided to talk. He said, Sad. But Sad is a letter. Here you read it in English, it says Su'ad. Su'ad is the name of a woman. This is not what Sad is a letter. And then, I swear by the Quran. This is like, you know, the Buddhist monk. I swear by the Quran. What the heck? Allah swear by the Quran? What the heck is that? This God is swear by the Quran. What? You Muslims, I'm getting dizzy, seriously. Sad. And I swear by the... Hold on, I have to focus more. I'm losing my focus lately because, you know, since I heard that the Muslim, they get married to watermelon, I cannot, you know, because I ate a lot of watermelon. So it come to me from my time to time, like what I did to myself. I was eating watermelon. When Muslim, what they do, they make a hole in it and they what? What the heck? I don't want to think about it. Please. I need to see a doctor since then. You know, I'm under a lot of stress. I mean, those people, they nothing is safe from their hand, even if watermelon, brother. So I swear by the Quran, full of admiration. What the heck of this book is about? Someone is crazy making it. Any Muslim? What is the heck is this? We would not even start yet. It's just the first 2 hours. How many people will leave Islam after they're watching this? So, did you watch ever like those Buddhist priests? Allah, you know. So I swear. Why Allah he swear? How Allah he swear? And how? What the heck? What the heck swear mean? And Allah swearing to who? Do we have a boss? I mean, I swear to God because He have authority over me. Allah swearing to whom? This religion is really crazy, man. Make you knowledgeable and make you love. Yeah, there's a connection between knowledge and love, you know. Like as an example, before I got knowledge to see myself in the mirror, I wasn't laughing. The second I saw myself in the mirror, I start laughing. So I got your point now. When you said, I got knowledge and I laugh. You got a point, sister, brother. Sorry, are you sister or brother? No problem, whatever you have. So yeah, like I have no knowledge. Then I got knowledge about myself. I look at the mirror and I start laughing. What the heck is that? You know? And this is why I wanted to become an atheist, because I said, no way, God, He created this. You know? Yeah, true story. So, nay, those who disbelieve are in self-exhalation and opposition. What the heck is that? Any Abdul? Who is swearing? Allah swear by the Quran? Very well. Any Muslim have an objection? Anyone? Sound like Farid Atrash? No, Farid Atrash, he don't sound like this. He sound like this. وياك وياك الدنيا حلوة وياك. I mean, this guy, the Arab, they like his voice. But when you listen to him, you think somebody died. Drama, you know? فوق غصنك يعلمون لا تفبيدهم العيون. What the heck is that? And the Arab, they are dancing. Why? I have no idea. Anyway. So do we have any Muslim here? Where is the Muslims? Any Muslim have an objection? He agree, disagree? What the heck is that? Anyone knows this guy, Farid Atrash? The funny is, his last name is Deaf, and he's a singer. I mean, Middle East is full of stuff, by the way. You know, like we are really something. Like the guy, his last name is Deaf, and he's a singer. How no wonder he don't hear himself. Okay. Any Abdul? You are dancing to my singing? I don't think you are dancing to my singing. You are dancing because we were talking about the ants, and there's an ant in your pant. Think about it. Imagine those ants who really bite. I mean, there's some ants, they are so small, but when they bite you, unbelievable, you know? So, like, you are now in the valley of the ant, and you sat down somewhere, you made a mistake, and now there is an ant in your pant, and you blame me for dancing. In fact, you are dancing from pain. We got you. Any Abdul? And by the way, the ant in your pant was a verse in the Quran, and the goat ate it. and the Quran preserved. I mean, this is the preserved Quran. Thank God the goat did not eat those chapters. I will be so upset, you know, because, you know, and the funny is that this is supposedly the truthful Quran. If this is the truthful Quran, what the garbage Quran is? But you know, there is a story which is really give me some emotion. Really true story. I love it. You know, always I look at monkeys down, and I don't respect them. You know, because yeah, monkeys. You know, I mean, monkeys. Come on, their ass is red and weird, weird stuff, But then I found a story which is amazing, that monkeys are true believers and they practice Sharia law. Look at this monkey. And now I respect them. I thought monkeys, like female monkeys, they sleep around and they do, monkey stuff. Like, monkey. So, and then it turned to be that monkeys are Muslims and they believe in Allah. Look, during the pre-Islamic of ignorance, the Muslims, they think they are not ignorant. People before them, they are the ignorant. Listen carefully. I saw a she monkey. Notice here, it's a she. You see, there's a monkey and there's a she monkey. Connect them together, they will make a female monkey. Okay? I don't know how slow you are, but I'm assuming that all of you are slow and I'm the only one who is very fast here. Okay, so now we can, I'm not insulting you, by the way, I'm just being humble. Okay, so now she's a she monkey surrounded by a number of monkey, like monkeys are surrounded around, that's it, you cannot escape. They were stoning it because she had committed illegal sexual intercourse, brother. I too stoned it along with them. Look. It turned to be that this Muslim himself is a monkey too. Otherwise, why you are there? How the monkey allow you to join them in stoning? Brother, a monkey committing sexual intercourse illegally, brother. Haram. See? They are practicing the law of Allah. And they are Muslims. And actually, this is proven in the Quran. The Quran says that Allah, He gave all animals the book too, and they have Quran. Yeah. Read. Here we go, the Quran. Chapter 6, verse number 38, brother. And there is no animal that walk upon the earth, no bird that flies with 2 wings. I was worried that there is, because there's some birds, they have 3 wings. Anyway, they are general like yourself. We have not neglected anything in the book. Then to their Lord they will be gathered. So the Quran teach, the Muslim teach, that animals, they've been given Quran too. Birds. Bak. And in the judgment day, Allah will gather them for punishment. Daughter of God, I am late. How long has been? We just started. What are you talking about? We are just here. 30 seconds ago. Allah, He just sat in the chair. He was in the earth, and then He, so He went up to the scale, and He sat down. We just started. What are you talking about? Don't worry, be happy. Guys, don't tell her, because if we tell her, I don't know, she's a female, yeah. If we tell her, she might do something wrong, Those females, they have nails. You tell her that he was here for the last 3 hours, nails will be activated, aggression will be ready, and Allah knows best what will happen next. So when you see a female, this is why the Muhammad, he says you have to lie to your wife. Muhammad, he knew what he's talking about. It's allowed to a man to lie to his wife. Why? Think about it. She have nails, she have shoes, high heels. All weapon is ready to use and abuse. Anyway, so I seek refuge by Allah from those females, brother. Do we have any Muslim? He is fast. CP never get us. Bored? You want to be in the board? Lisa, I'm going to hire you. I will put you in the board of non-educated. You will be the boss, okay, from now on. You will be charged in Let's take a class. All right. Hey, Muslims, anyone here? All the madness we just showed you, nobody have a comment? No Muslims haven't disagree? All what they say to me, it doesn't say that, CP. I'm going to take a bath and watch later. Help me, punish me, the angel. My friend Dreamers, are you going to give us more information? Why don't give us the name of the shampoo you want to use, the soap, and the water? Do you have a towel? Come on, my guy. You know, you want to go to the shower. What do you need to tell us? You want to take a bath. He want to tell us that he is clean. You see the point? You're trying to put me down because I'm an Arab. I take a shower once a year. Good luck for you. You know, I'm very clean too. I'm very clean. You know, actually, I did my annual shower last shower. You know. Good luck in your shower. Be careful to lock the door because your mother-in-law, she might show up anytime. And then bye-bye to you. She will bring the radio, put it in the electric, you know. She said, my son-in-law, don't you want to learn some music? You know, hear some music when you are in the bath? And then she throw the radio in your bathtub. And bye-bye. You know, she will collect your insurance. She will find a brand new husband to her daughter who need you anymore. Okay, I'm just letting you know what will happen. I can see the future. Do we have any Muhammadan here? No Muhammadan, that's it? Flying carpet, chair of Allah. And you know the story when Solomon, he died standing is the best. I love this story. Actually, I am planning from now that if one day I die, I want to die when I'm like online. And I will hold the stick. I have a stick next to me. You know, I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. You're blind anyway. Yeah. So, you know, because you are Christians, you know, Christians, Jews, Hindus, you're blind. Muslims only can see things. So, you know, when Solomon, he died, Allah wanted to conceal that his death. He don't want anyone, you know, to know that he died. So what he did, he made them all think that he's alive because he was home. I better go. Otherwise, this is endless. The guy died standing and nobody noticed for a year. Brother, it's true story. Allah's story. You know, a year. The guy is dead. He's a king. The army, soldiers, the generals, the guy, he have 700 wives. Nobody, brother, notice that he is dead. Very normal. Very normal. Nobody notices. You don't go to the bathroom. You don't eat. You don't sleep. You don't have sex. Nobody. You know? Normal. Because he's holding a stick. Man. And then they say to you, like, you know, the Christianity is not logical. How God can be a man? This is not logical. You know, Muslims are people of logic. I mean, logic is dripping wherever you go. Oh boy. Actually, Sheikh Omad, he made a video about it. You can go watch it in his channel. About how Solomon, he died standing. Very funny. Yeah. Unbelievable. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Army chicken, dying standing. You know? Yeah. All right, I think we have enough for today. The one who did not watch the video about it is not showing in my channel, but if you go to Patreon, you can click at the link and you can see it and download it. All right? Can you show that Allah is not all-knowing? We just judge. I mean, so what we are showing you for the last 3 hours, man? I mean, all this garbage and Allah is knowing? All this garbage and Allah is not. All the madness we just showed you, and you are asking me to show you that Allah is not all-knowing? That's a good one. So what we were doing for the last, we were laughing and dying laughing. What was verse? You like the Volabotas, don't you? I mean, you guys are really, do you have a dirty mind, don't you know? I mean, I'm going to tell your mom about you. Volobotos. I mean, between bad boys and those kids, you cannot trust men these days. All what they want to see, I mean, from the whole Quran, you just want to see the potatoes, Look, she just, because this is about boobs. So Allah, He wanted to use like a Greek word. Do you know the game like volleyball? Because this is exactly what you would do. They are big and they are round, and you will do volley and and to us, like like those boobs are coming to us, all of us, not the females for sure, only for men. So volo, obo, us or tas was, So volobolatas, Allah will give you big boobs, and they are very volobatasin. And this is like, this is kind of a medicine for all men. Men, like when they see volobatotos, they like relax, like, finally, we saw that. It's like, yeah, a true story. So the God, He's a true God. Allah is a true God, and He will give you women with big boobs. And this is additional proof that He is true God. Because if He is not true God, He will give you women with small boobs. Just think about it. There's big God, small God. Big God, He give big boobs. Small God, He give you small boobs. Because His, His ability is limited. So the God of Al-Quran, the one who will promise us, and look, and you will have a pure cup. Wow. And and then this, and you will have a vineyard and garden, very beautiful in the heaven. All right, and you will have a bracelet, you will have a couch, you will have a pillow. All of us will like to have pillow. Do you know the Prime Minister of Israel? His name is Pillow Netanyahu. Why they call him Pillow Netanyahu? Because simply the Israeli, they dream to have pillows. So when he won the election, his name is Benjamin. So they decided to change his name because the Jews, they want to be like like Prophet Muhammad. They want to be in his heaven. So they said, we are going to change his name from Benjamin Netanyahu Bibi to Bilo and Velabatos. Allahu Akbar. Okay, I hope the conversation is very clear and you are not more confused, and now we solve all your problems. All right, any other thing? Yeah, so I mean, I think all the stories in the Quran are true stories, and now I hope after people watch this video, they will convert to Islam by tens of thousands, not thousands. Like those rich people, they say thousands, like thou. I mean, funny, Go learn English. It is thousands. It's more nice and smooth. Thousand, So I hope a lot of thousands, they will convert to Islam, because Islam is very convincing, true stories, no fiction, there's only erection, no fiction. Okay, erection, like you see the boobs, erection, the private part, erection. You see Allah, even when Allah, He raised people from death. Do you remember the guy, his name Abu what his name? Mufti Abu Layth. Do you remember when he saw the hadith where it says Allah will ejaculate and He will resurrect people from His ejaculation, which is going to come from under His throne? I mean, even their God, He ejaculate, and He resurrect people from death by ejaculation. And then the guy, he put an umbrella on the top of his head. Oh boy. Where is the video of this guy? I don't want to show it. Actually, it's part of our intro. When you see this guy here, he opened the umbrella. This is part of his video. When he heard that Allah will do ejaculation, where is the part of the video? Here we go. See, he opened the umbrella and he put it in the top of his head because he saw the hadith about Allah doing ejaculation and He will resurrect people by His sperm. Make a video on Hindu logic and belief. Yeah, you see, I wish I can use the videos of Sad Guru, but this coward, he flagged me right away. I made one. He flagged me. What we can do from time to time without using his videos. Or I can use his videos, but I will not post it on YouTube. Because this coward who keep talking about, let us accept each other. I'm Sad Guru. I will teach you how to be happy. Yes, my name is Sad. And this is why I can teach you how to be happy. Relax. Let us fight the bad energy. Learn how to accept each other. Why you get upset when somebody spoke against what you believe or he don't agree with you? Try to control the negative energy. Try to accept the person in front of you. This is the beauty of the yoga. And then I made a video showing how stupid he is. 15 minutes after he reported me to YouTube. I mean, do you see the scam? He spent the day talking about accepting each other, controlling the bad energy, accept that you are not always right, and if somebody speak negative about you, don't talk, don't be upset, and you know why we have no peace in this earth, because we don't accept, we accept only ourselves. And then suddenly I made a video about him. He reported me to YouTube. What a potato, you know. His real name is really Sad Guru. His real name is Sad Guru. This guy, he say things, he do the opposite. He's a fraud. Yeah, I'm going to make a channel. I will call myself Happy Guru. What do you think, guys? First, whoever watch our video, he die laughing, right? I have a good sense of hammer. I hammer everybody with it. Why we can sorry. Sorry, my throat is dry. Man, I hope the sound did not bother you. I got some water now. Somebody saying make a video about why we can eat pork. My friend, the first question is why you cannot eat pork. Then you understand why you can eat pork. So, the Bible is a book. It's not a verse. It's not a statement. And there is stages between God and the man. Just to make it simple for you, I'm not going to make a special video about it for now, just to answer you. So, God in the beginning, when he created Adam and Eve, the children of Adam, they married their sisters, correct? But isn't it this is incest? Yes, it is. This is what incest is. Sex in the family. But it wasn't wrong. So what is wrong is when there is a time and there is a law connected to the time. That law, which is connected to the time, make things either lawful or unlawful. So God, he made a covenant with the children of Israel. And the children of Israel is not us. This is number one. Number two, when God, he gave the Jews orders, he gave them for their benefit fit with their time. As an example, when God, he ordered them not to work in Sabbath. Jesus, he said, Sabbath is what was made for the man, not the man was made for Sabbath, which means the man is the important, it's not the Sabbath. So Sabbath made for the man because the Jews, they were greedy and they work, and until now most of them they work 7 days a week and they don't want to make more money. And that make even their employees or servants, they work hard and they don't take a break. So God forced them to take a break, so they don't even abuse their servants. So the Sabbath was made for the man, not the man made for Sabbath. And the same for food. When God, he forbade a food, he forbade it for a reason. If the reason is not there, he will not forbid it. If we go in time, we will see, depend in the, like now, even now, depend where you grow, the animals. Animals, they can bring disease. Chicken, they have diseases. Cow, they have diseases, dangerous diseases. Swine, they have diseases. Human, they have diseases. So all the creatures, they have diseases. But pigs, because they eat anything, including dead bodies. So the pigs who run in the field, and they come back, and they slaughter them and they eat them. Those can be dangerous. Those are not clean, because they are eating even a human being. In the old days, they have war. They leave bodies in the field by thousands. What will happen to those bodies? Animals will eat them, beasts, and pigs, they will eat them too. So pigs, there is a reason to forbid it. But if the reason is not there, it is not a reason anymore. So what the Bible speaks about the pork, that God, he made a covenant with the children of Israel, and we are not part of the covenant. If God, he says to us as a Christians, who they are not from the children of Israel, don't do this and don't do that, then we have an obligation to obey, even if it's just a law. I mean, even if it is not for any reason. God said so, So the law is made for the Jews, not for us. And this is why even circumcision, the disciple of Jesus, agreed that this was a covenant made to the Jews, not for non-Jews, only for the Jews, the children of Abraham. So, and we are not from the children of Abraham. So there is a reason for everything, and Jesus said, it's not what goes inside your mouth make you dirty, but what come out from your mouth. So simply, the dirty here is about spiritual dirt, or let us say, you are not pure enough to practice your religion because of food. But Jesus showed them that this is wrong. You understood the reasoning wrong. It is not the food will make you dirty. It was not made for the benefit of God. It was made for the benefit of the man. So what go inside your mouth can make you sick. But that doesn't make you dirty. It may even cause you to die, but doesn't make you dirty. So the dirt here is what you say from your mouth, which means the language you speak, the word you say, the lie you make, bad things you spread. That is dirt for God. It's not the food. When the Bible speaks about any clean, simply it is any clean, and nowhere actually, even in the New Testament, it says that go and eat pork. It doesn't say anywhere it go eat pork. But what the New Testament said, that all food is legitimate. And a human being, when we say all food, you have to decide what is right for you, what's wrong. As an example, are you going to eat cats? There's nowhere in the Bible, it says cats specifically, or dogs specifically. It describes certain animals who have like a certain kind of teeth or the way they eat. So their food decide what you can eat or not. But you decide, like where in the Bible it says you can eat shrimp. But people eat shrimp. Muslims eat shrimp. Nobody's check if it's halal or not, right? Where in the Bible it says, or in the Quran it says you cannot eat, let us say, what they call it, like lobster, the seafood. The Muslims, they have a hadith about fish, but the Quran nowhere it says that you can eat it or don't eat it. So a human being, you have a brain, and anything is not mentioned to you to be forbidden, then you have to decide if you can eat it or not. But the pork specifically, many people, they make a big issue of it because they are empty. The Muslims, they don't eat pork, but they drink the piss of the camel, and they eat the camel. But isn't it the Bible forbid the camel eating? So how the Muslims, they speak about pork, but they forgot that the Jews been forbidden to eat camel. They've been forbidden to eat camel, to drink even the milk of the camel, to eat its meat or anything of it. And Muslims, they eat camel. Right? So, Muslims, when they question this issue, they are being hypocrite. And again, for us as a Christians, the logic, as Jesus said, it's not what go inside your mouth will make you dirty. And I agree. You know, you eat chicken, chicken eat shit. Literally. Literally. Chicken eat shit. Chicken eat worms. Do you eat worms? You know what I mean? So if somebody want to try to be smart, then we cannot eat anything. Because a chicken, they eat the dirt. They eat cockroaches. They eat insect. Is insect clean? Is a fly clean? You know what I mean, guys? Any of you have a chicken, or you live in a village, you will know that the chicken, they eat insect. If they see cockroach, this is their best meal. They will eat it right away. But is a cockroach is something clean? Isn't it those who go in the sewage, in the sink, and and the toilet seat, and nobody get upset, and no Muslim says we don't eat chicken. If you have if you live in a village, and they let their children in the yard without diaper, the boy he make poo-poo. Do you know what the chicken do? They eat it. They fight over it. This is like their cake. It's like it's a party time. It's literally shit. Isn't it shit is a fertilizer? Isn't it shit is a fertilizer? Correct? Or I'm lying? Isn't it all the Muslims in the Middle East, in Pakistan, in Afghanistan, in Bangladesh, they use shit to fertilize their vegetables? Which means their vegetables is eating shit? CP does not understand. No, my friend, I understand. But that will not change anything. We are talking about what is clean, what is dirty. We are talking about what is clean and what is dirty. So when God he forbid things, he forbid it for the benefit of the man, for his health. It's not because when God he says it's not clean for you. Otherwise, there's nothing that's not clean for God. I mean, he is the one who made them. If there's anything can make God dirty, the answer no. So when God he speak about things is not clean, they are not clean for you, and they are not healthy. And until now, actually, pork, is not really healthy. It's tasty. It's a food. You can survive with it, but it's not the best food to eat. Because pigs they don't sweat, which means there's a certain kind of poison inside their meat. They are not totally free of bad minerals. So they are not really the best food to eat, but you can eat them. It's not healthy, but there's many food you eat is not healthy too. And what you say to a person who's poor, he want to survive. All the surgeries in the world is the stitches is made by pork. The stitches, the fabric, is made from pigs, because the human tissue don't accept any fabric to make a stitch with it except the pork, so they can stay for long. So pork is very useful. So when it's useful, it's useful. When it's not, it's not. And you decide what is good for you or not. Somebody saying at what age Mary she was married to Joseph. My friend, it doesn't matter. Mary, when she gave birth to Jesus, obviously she is a woman. Why? Because a child cannot give birth. And whatever the age after that, she was a woman, because he married a woman. Does it really matter? We don't have numbers. Nobody have numbers about the age of Mary. There is traditional books, but those are not, trustworthy. Our book is the Bible. Anything else is not our book. frozen brain corrupts is God. Yeah, Faisal, you know, your God is the one who is a frozen brain, and this is why he ordered you to drink camel urine. And the frozen brain of your prophet made him think that the Jews are lizard and rats. Why? Because they don't drink she milk, the camel milk. You see the frozen brain? This is how stupid your prophet. And here you see actually how conservative the Jews. Muhammad, he confirmed with his stupidity that even rats are more conservative than Muslims. Muhammad, he claimed, I don't know, the website is not working to show you the hadith. Muhammad, he claimed that he was observing the rats, and he noticed that rats don't drink the she-camel milk. It says there's no connection. I don't know why the website is crashed. We will try again later. Okay. Yeah. So Muhammad, he noticed that rats don't eat and drink anything from the camel. And because of that, Muhammad, he come to a conclusion that they are Jews, or they are cursed by Allah. And this is telling you how stupid Muhammad is, but at the same time, this is telling you that Muhammad, he learned how conservative the Jews are. They don't eat camel. Muhammad, he eat camel. So how the Muslim, they say, why you Christians, you don't obey God? He forbid you not to eat pork. Where they get that from? From the Old Testament, right? But this is not an order for us. It was for the Jews. So why the Muslim don't follow God order for the Jews, and they eat camel and they drink the camel milk? Look at this hadith. I found it. This is the smart frozen brain Muhammad. Are you there, Faisal? Read and laugh. The Prophet says a group of Israeli were lost. Nobody knows what they did, but I do not see them except that they were caused and changed into rats. Huh? Smart Muhammad, the frozen brain, the idiot. One more stupid story. For if you put milk of a she camel in front of a rat, it will not drink it. But if you put a sheep milk, will drink it. So here you see actually the stupid Muhammad proven to be false. Camel milk is harmful. Healthy, it's not. Scientifically proven. Go right now to United Nations. Search for warning against camel milk. It is the most bad milk to drink. Camel meat, it is very unhealthy. Tons of dangerous viruses can live in the camel. So even rats are smarter than Muhammad. Even rats are smarter than Muhammad. Rats, they refuse to eat and to drink anything coming from the camel. And because of that, Muhammad, he thought that they are Jews. Do you see it? And let me tell you something. Animals, they can sense things. Animals, they can sense things. And now imagine a rat which is dirty. I mean, this is a rat. Yet he don't drink the she camel milk. So the rat don't accept to drink the she camel milk, and Muhammadan, they drink it. A rat, he refrained from drinking such a milk for a reason. You see, animals, they can see things, they can smell things. If somebody put poison for you, give the milk to the cat will not drink it. If the food is damaged, you want to see if it's damaged or not? You have food in your fridge. Put some to the cat. If the cat refuses to eat it, it means the food is damaged. And here we see the stupidity of this man. Suddenly he decided that those Jews are rats, cursed by God, and he made them rats. Why? How he proved that? They don't drink she camel milk. This is how stupid this. So if the Muslim, they want to say, well, how come the Old Testament say this and you don't do that? Well, don't you Muslim, you say that Moses was sent to the Jews? Are we the Jews? Here you see the double standard and the stupidity. And look what the Quran says, that even Israel, Allah did not give him anything to forbid to himself. He forbid things to himself by himself. All the food was lawful to Israel. All the food. And this is Quran. Chapter 3, verse number 93. All food was lawful to Israel. And look, the Muslim here, they add things. I mean, what Muhammad? What the heck is that? I mean, the Muslim translation is the biggest scam ever. What Muhammad here? What Muhammad have to do with this verse? What a scam. All food was lawful to the children of Israel. Do you see it? Except what Israel made unlawful to himself. Before the Torah. Question: why Allah did not forbid the Jews from eating pork before the Torah? Do you see what I'm talking about? If the pigs are bad, and the Jews at that time, they were Muslims. Israel, according to Muhammad, is a Muslim. This is Isaac, this is Jacob. So why Allah did not forbid Jacob and the people not to eat pork? The verse is so clear. All food was lawful. So if it was not, if pork is bad, then it should be pork bad all the time, based on the Muslim idea. Why it was okay? What happened? But the stupid Muhammad, he copied stories from the Torah and he added in his book. Didn't know why. You see, when in the time of Moses, all of us, we knew that Moses, he did lead a nation from territory to a territory. And that will bring diseases, that will bring chaos, that will bring people living in camps, you know, tens of thousands. They are in the desert. So the rules was given for them to survive the moment they are living. Do you understand me? To the point, even Moses, he told them how far they have to go from the tent or the inhabitants to do their bathroom thing. I mean, what does this have to do with God? Nothing. But this is just for surviving. So those rules came for a reason, so they can survive, so they will not die. They are out of their land. They are in the run. They are in the desert. They are lost. There is no enough water. And now we have to organize for them how they can live, not to die. So you need to understand, when the law was given, why it was given. Their life was not normal. You know, people, they think that those people, they were living in apartments. Everybody have flowers in his yard, and there's a shower and bathroom, and everybody have a kitchen. This is not the story. This is the whole nation took their stuff over donkeys and they run in the desert. Do you understand? So when God, he gave commands, every command he gave it for a reason, including the Sabbath. If we go right now, if all of us, like now we are 700 people, and suddenly we don't have houses, God forbid, and now we are living in a mountain area, there's one leader have to lead, and he have to organize, otherwise it's going to be messed up. There's men, there's women, there's children. We have to put rules, otherwise the strong will eat the weak. Otherwise the there's a person who like to be nude. There's a child molester in town. There's a criminals. There's thieves. So Moses was not just a prophet. He was a leader in charge of saving a nation. And the command he was given, or he gave, because there's some command he gave as a leader, and there's command he received. Either one of them, it was for the sake of surviving, for their life was not normal. The stage they are in is not normal. And then by time, the Jews, they keep following the command of Moses, but not always. There's tons of stories in the Bible about the Jews not following the command and not obeying God. In the time of Moses, actually, not even long after. Even in the time of Moses, they start being disobedience. When you are a silly person, you try to focus in silly stuff. And I say this is silly when somebody focus in pork and shish kebab and hummus. The important is what you do to others, not what you eat. Your eat will not involve your salvation. Have you ever heard of somebody, when I say to you, if you eat pork, you don't go to heaven? If you eat hummus, you don't go to heaven? That is the most silly, stupid thing, right? So it's not food which will save you or will not save you. It's not gold, it's not silver, it's not material. It is a spiritual, it's your heart, it's your mind, it's your faith. So the one who they are empty, they focus in empty stuff, like the Jews in the time of Jesus. Their mouth is dirty, they are hypocrite, they take interest, they abuse the poor, they praise the rich, they go after women, she committed adultery, but there's no man, because he obviously he's rich, he's one of them. So they go after the poor woman to stone her. So they are hypocrite in everything, but they are very clean. They wash their hands, they dress nice, they eat kosher food. So you will notice that the Jews at that time, they are very close to the Muslims now. They have too much into appearance of being good, but the Lord, he says, from their fruits you shall know them. Do you understand? Not from their food. What decide who you are, if you are a person who belongs to Christ or not, it is your fruits, not your food. And anyone have little brain, you do not need to be genius, you agree with this. Who care for the food? Food is just about your health. So you can give advice to somebody who says, don't eat pork. It's not healthy. Me, myself, I eat pork because beef is so expensive. I mean, how many times a month I can buy beef or lamb, It's really expensive. Pork is the cheapest, and now even pork is expensive. So if about health, I wish I can eat the best food in the world, to have healthy food, but not always you can afford it. There's a million kinds of fruits, you cannot afford to buy it always. You go, imagine you go to the Philippines and you say to people, don't eat pork, you have to eat beef. Those people, they are very poor. Pork, pigs is very easy to grow, and they have a lot of vegetation. So they are not worried about the pigs, they will eat dead bodies. In Philippines, they have grass, they have vegetation all over. It's very humid country, a lot of rain, same as Indonesia. And pigs, they can reproduce so fast, not like sheep, very fast, and they grow so fast. So, but are they the best healthy food? No. But who said that not other food they are not healthy too? I mean, there's risk in everything. Every animal have risk in it. Even vegetables have risk on them. Every day we hear about a new disease, illness, you know. They call back for their cabbages, you know, they found a virus in the carrot, they found something in the wheat, they find, I mean, everything. Well, you do not need to give me details. I mean, some Asian countries, they eat things with, you know, I don't accept to eat. But this is your choice. Some people, they might find things you eat disgusting. This is your choice still. But for me, I don't care what you eat. I care what do you do. If a person, he eat literally shit, but he is a good person to me, why I should care? This is his business. Right? What is my business? In Thailand, there's people, they eat cockroaches. They eat bugs. Bugs, they eat it. They barbecue it, they eat it. But they are nice people. They never harm me. They never did anything wrong to me. When I saw it, it was disgusting. For me, it's disgusting. But they are nice people. And if I go to the Middle East, Muslims do not eat those things. But I don't trust any of them. You cannot let a woman walk around in the street. She will be kidnapped, she will be molested, she will be raped. You go in Thailand, those are not believers, and they are pagans, and they are Buddhist. Yet a woman, she walk alone, nobody do anything to her. So which one is better? You know what I mean? They ate the most unacceptable food. But they are nice. They are friendly. They are peaceful. So which one is better? A true believer who follow Allah and he want to kill everybody, or a person, he eat bugs but he is peaceful? I think you know the answer, right? The last of my worry is what he eat. This is his business. And you know, in the time of surviving, people eat everything, and people, they are being hypocrite when they see about food. You see, because we are spoiled, we say, I'm not going to eat this, I don't eat that. But what if I am in a very poor situation? Trust me, you will eat anything. You know what I mean? Even the Quran says, if you are in need, you can eat pork. Even the Quran says, give a license to eat the pork if you have to. It's in front of you. Do you see it? Here they says, if you are in a severe hunger. Not really. It says makhmasa, which means you are you know, in need. You eat it. You eat pork. Chapter 5, verse number 3. Even the Quran gives license to eat pork. And if pork is bad, then you should not eat it at all. So why, if I am hungry, I can eat it? Is it dirty then? If it's dirty in Islam, then we should not eat it. Doesn't matter. Why we want to eat something dirty when we are hungry? It doesn't make sense. If it's dirty, it's dirty. If it's bad, it's bad. So what the Quran is saying now, what is bad, according to them, can make you survive. So how something can make me survive and live is bad. People who have you know, little decency, they focus in the appearance and they focus in the frame, not the picture. You know, he start making excuses here and there. I mean, a Muslim suddenly he, you know, he's questioning Christianity about the pork. This is the problem now. The pork. They have a child marriage. They have multiple marriages. They have mut'a, 1 day, 1 hour stand. They have zawaj, a friend. You can ask a friend to sleep with you and you call it marriage. And then they focus on the pork. All the garbage they do, and now the pork is the problem. That is exactly what it's called hypocrisy. So now the one who eat pork is bad, but the one who marries 6 years old is a good person. The one who beat his wife is a good person, but the one who eat pork is a bad person. The Muslim, they eat lizard. How come lizard is okay, but pork is not? Do you know what lizard eat? Isn't it this is the enemy of Allah? Why you eat him? What lizard eat? Guys, what lizard eat? Somebody tell me. Lizard eat insect. So why the Muslim eat him? If you are against eating something you call unclean, then you should stop eating lizard. Muslims, they eat wild donkeys. Wild donkeys. And before they used to eat even normal donkeys. Yeah, so how you eat lizard? You tell me. Muslim, they drank the blood of Muhammad. Is the blood of a human being lawful? Muslim, they drink the urine of Muhammad. Is urine of a human being lawful? You know what I mean? When you see the madness of this religion? A woman, she drank the piss of Muhammad. Muhammad, he said to her, no fire will touch your stomach again. So she will go to heaven just because she drank his piss. Yeah, food is not part of the kingdom of God, which means it's not food what will make you a good person. It's not food will make you a qualified person to be a person of God. It is obedience to God and loving others and wish to others what you wish to yourself. From their fruits you shall know them. I don't want to call this one a sentence is a golden sentence because there's no gold can describe it. From their fruits, this is my favorite verse Jesus said, because that is summarize everything Jesus is about. People, they can say whatever. I can talk good, but my fruit is different. People speak good, they do bad. People dress nice. They look clean. But a homeless who did not take a shower for a year, maybe he is better than me and you. Maybe he have a good heart. He is a good-hearted person, better than all of us. What does this have to do with going to heaven? He's homeless. He have no house. He cannot take a shower. He smells so bad. He is literally dirty, but his heart is so clean. Which one of us will go to heaven? I think you know the answer. So a hypocrite, they try to focus in silly stuff, like the Jews in the time of Jesus, and the same as the Muhammadan. They do all kind of ugly stuff, and then they come to school you about silly stuff. I mean, look, you see, the Muslim, they speak about it's not a clean, right? Look how Muhammad take a shower, even if like I'm going to stay a little bit longer now. The one who speak about dirty and clean. How their prophet, he take a shower. How he wash his body. Do you know how? Where? He jump in a water, have dead dogs and women blood from period. Somebody said this live stream is recording. Well, we record it anyway. Recording, that's silly. Okay. So do you see where Muhammad, he take a shower? So now a Muhammadan, he will say to us, oh, pork, and look where Muhammad, he jump. He jump in little tiny body of water in the size of a jacuzzi. Have garbage in it. Dead dogs, flesh of meats, not just dead dogs, they became flesh. and stinking garbage. And then the Muslim want to school you about pork. Is he trying to tell us that pork is not clean? Yet he's a prophet, he takes shower with dead dogs and women blood from period and stinky garbage, and this is the Muslim translation? Do you see the stupidity? So if the purpose is to be clean, look who is talking. The man who his body is full of lice. Are you getting my point? So when those Muhammadan, they speak about pork, ask him, what is the pork will do exactly? Is it unclean? He will say, yes, it's unclean. Well, as long it's about being clean, well, let us see how clean he is. This is how Muhammad clean is. Pig is better than you. You see, the Muslim, they will say to you, do you know what pig they do? They jump in the mud. Like, what's wrong with the mud? I mean, he's an animal. He's literally an animal. What do you expect? Elephant jump in the mud. There's tons of animals. They jump in the mud to cool themselves. They don't jump in the mud because they are dirty, you idiot. They don't sweat. Elephant, they jump in the water, in the mud. You know, there's many animals. But not because they are dirty, but this is how their system is. They need to cool themselves down, or they cover themselves with mud so bugs will not bite them. Not because they are dirty. For you, it looks like they are dirty. For them, this is the way to live. You see, when God, he created animals, and you know, he said to us in the Old Testament, those animals are not clean. This is not clean about their skin is not clean, they are not taking shower. They are clean, they are not clean, it's not healthy for you. Due to the lifestyle they have, the way what they eat. But if we can control what they eat, then there is no problem. You know, once I was in Romania, and there was a beach there, and then I went to the beach. Everybody is covered by mud, dark, very dark mud. Hey, look, I said, what is that? And this mud stink, very bad smell. So this mud have what they call it, the material, the mineral. I forgot the word. I mean, but it smells bad, but it's very healthy, supposedly. This is what they say. Everybody in the beach is painted with the mud, and this mud, it turned to be, you have to pay for it. It's expensive. It's not like you just like it's in the beach. There's people, they are lined up in the beach, they sell mud and cost good money. Sulfur, yeah, sulfur, whatever it is. Anyway, so are they now dirty? They take a shower, they are fine. So a pig is a pig, chicken is a chicken, and all animals are not clean anyway. If there's any animal is clean, since when? Even a human being isn't clean. We sweat. You take a shower after 5 minutes. You know, if you live in a hot area, you know, you sweat again. Clean is something like, you know, let's say it's not really, I mean, the word clean is not really perfect to describe anything, because none of us is clean. Every second inside you there's poop. Inside you, there's inside you. If you take your stomach out and you open it for 5 minutes, the smell in the house will be disgusting for the coming week. This is the truth. So even when you take a shower, you are still not clean. There's boogers in your nose, there's wax in your ears, there's a sweat under your arm, there is poo-poo in your belly, in your, I mean, there's food in your stomach, there's a crazy stuff there. So you take a shower, are you clean? You are not. There's nothing is called clean. Any idea when Rockstar will release? Who is Rockstar? Are you asking me to ban you? A boy? So the Muslims, they focus on clean, but look who is their prophet, who is full of lies. I remember once a guy, his name is Abdullah, what is his name? I forgot his name. I think Osama Abdullah, something like this. Yeah, he came, Christian Prince, you Christians, you don't do ablution, you have lice. I said, well, so lice is bad? He said, sure. Why anyone will have lice if if he's not dirty? So I said, okay, so are you sure? He said, yeah. So and then I showed him that he's a prophet, is full of lies. And then he made a video. Proving to me that the prophet is so clean to the point he cleaned himself from lice. He's asking when a video game is released. What does this have to do with me? Video game. Somebody told you I'm a gamer? Silly people. Osama Abdullah, yeah. So he made a video, and he like, the video is made by 5 Muslims to refute me, refuting the lies of a Christian prince. The prophet was so clean, and even he cleaned himself from lice. Do you see how clean he is? He's so clean, and even, I'm just quoting him, and even he cleaned himself from lice. And now supposedly they are refuting me and proving me to be wrong. But you just admitted that he is full of lies. And he is the same person who said to me, people who have lice are dirty. Otherwise, why they have lice? Right? But it's not because if they eat pork or not, they will go to heaven. It's not eating pork will make you go to heaven or not to go to heaven. Food is not a reason to be bad. You see, when the Bible speaks about the apple, Adam, he ate an apple. Are we allowed to eat apples? Yes, correct. But apple is dirty? No. Is it a pork? No. So when God, he put Adam in the garden, he said to him, you eat from everything. Do we agree? He did not mention anything about pork. Anything, eat from everything you want. Don't eat from that tree. So the tree is an apple tree, supposedly. But is it really the apple the problem, or disobeying God is the problem? Was the apple dirty? But because it was forbidden for him as a law, obey or disobey. Otherwise, the apple is not important. It's an apple. What is important is you obey me or you disobey me. That is sin, not the food you eat. So if God, he said, if Jesus, he said to us, don't eat pork, even if there is no reason, even if pork is very good, even if there is no health issue, and he said don't eat pork, and then you know that Jesus, you have to obey him, then you have to obey. Either you believe in him or you don't. If Jesus never mentioned, then he never mentioned. If God, he says that this is a covenant between me and Israel, then this is a covenant between me and Israel. If he say this is a covenant between me and all mankind, then all mankind have to follow. It's not me who decide, it's not you. It's what God said. And the top of that, food is the last thing to make you. From their fruit you shall know them. You know, did Jesus broke the Sabbath? He did. Is that correct? The Sabbath. I mean, what is a greater, eating pork or breaking the Sabbath? Not the man was made for Sabbath. And this is what you need to understand. All the rules in the Old Testament or in the New Testament is made for the benefit of the man, not the opposite. But the rules is not your salvation. The rules is for your survival. All right, Croatia. But again, you know, if you want to be the same as the Pharisees, the Jews, they focus on silly stuff, you know, not like, you know, when the Jews, they come to Jesus and they said to him, should we pay tax to Caesar? You know, and they said to themselves, if he agree, the people will hate him because Caesar is the occupation. They are occupied by the Roman, they hate it. And if he say no, the Roman will arrest him. But look how Jesus, he said to them. And here you see how the intelligence of the High Supreme is amazing. He said, show me do you have a coins? So look at this hypocrite. They are asking if they should pay tax to Caesar, but they are carrying a currency of Caesar. So how you don't want the occupation money and you don't want to deal with the government, yet you accept this government money? It's like Taliban carrying dollars, and they do. They curse the American, they takbir, Allahu Akbar, jihad, then all the money they have is in dollars. So shall we pay Caesar or not? So Jesus, he said to them, well, what this picture there? You know, what this coin? What this picture? This is Caesar. He said, okay, give what is Caesar to Caesar. Amazing. I mean, look at those hypocrites. They are questioning if he should say yes or no about paying tax, but they are the one who have the money of Caesar in their pocket. So anyway, I mean, don't be like a child who focus on things. It's not really what make life better, what make life worse. Pork is the last problem we have in this earth, and God did not send his son to save us from pork. That is not a reason. In Islam, no. Jesus will come back to kill the pig. This is how silly Islam is. Yeah, we can. You know, we will see when we can do Bible study. But you see, I focus more in Islam because I believe that there is many people, they can do Bible study maybe better than me, way better than maybe. You see, Bible study need a better fluent language in English because the book is more deep, and you know, I find myself sometimes limited in the way I want to explain the Bible. But in Islam, it's way easier. I mean, it's a shallow, stupid book. It's a lot easier to, you know, to deal with it. You know, a human being, like eat a pig, but don't act like one. That's what I care for. Eat a chicken, but don't be chicken. This is what I care for. Friend a dog, but don't be a dog. This is what I care for. But the silly one, they focus in silly stuff because they are silly and they are empty and they have vacancies inside them. So, you know, like a person, he borrowed money from you, you know. So he saw you once in the street and now he knew he feel guilty. He knew that he's afraid now he will ask for your money, right? So he start talking, keep talking, because he don't want to give you a chance to remember the money. You know, hey, how's your wife? How's your daughter? Your son is doing good? Oh, okay. You know what? I have to go say hello to, you know, and it's gone. He knew that he don't want you to think straight. He don't want you to question him. So he throw things at you in order not to do it. Doing 2v2? What does that 2v2 mean? What 2v2 mean? I'm not sure what 2v2 mean. Yeah, we explain what as unclean mean. Unclean is for a reason. And you know, just to show you the hypocrisy of all people, including even the Jews, the Muslims, and all mankind. So if you want to go by the book, do you eat shrimp? Do Jewish people in Israel, they eat shrimp? Maybe the Orthodox, they don't. But everybody eats shrimp. Do you eat lobster? They spend a lot of money for it. Do you eat shells? Do you eat crab? As I said, in certain position of the life of the Jews, they've been given order not to eat, for those things are not clean and not safe. It's not safe for them. It's not what will make them go to heaven or go to hell. It is for their safety. It is for their health. So the silly one, he will take it as if it is the way to go to heaven. When the God, he says unclean. Unclean what? What does that unclean mean? What does unclean mean? Unclean mean it's unclean for you, not to God. God, he created them. And you know, if you ask, do God knows at that time what is best for those people to survive? They are coming from the desert, running away from the Pharaoh. They lost their way in the desert for many years. People get sick. People, you know, just to change the water, they will have diarrhea. Is that correct? People, they change water. If you go from town to town and you drink different water, you will have diarrhea. You will get sickness just for changing the water. So imagine those people, how their life was going in the desert. So always you need to remember, put that in your mind. Think about who we are talking about and when we are talking about them, and what kind of life, the life they have at that time. All right. Anyway, guys, I think we have enough for today. And feel free to download my video and share it. I will keep it in online for some time. And there's a video we made yesterday. You can find it in Patreon. You can click at the link there and you can download it too. And there is a link, there is a video before we made about what Allah is made of. You can see it. It's back online. All right. Yeah. Anyway, I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you. And Ante, we'll see you soon again. Christ is Lord. And remember, from their fruits you shall know them. And Islam is a very ugly fruit cult. We don't care what the Muslims eat. I don't care even what the Buddhists eat. I care if they have good fruits or not. And if you ask me which one is better, a Muslim who don't eat pork, or a Buddhist, which one I trust to live between? Which one I trust to sleep in his house? Which one I can feel secure and safe with them? I say to you, the Buddhist, not the Muslims. because those Buddhists, they never been taught that you should hate someone he is not a Buddhist, or kill somebody is not a Buddhist, or lie to somebody is not Buddhist. So even those who they are pagan, the Buddhist, they were more supreme with their pagan cult religion from the evil of Islam. Have you ever heard of a Buddhist he do suicide bombing? Have you? Have you ever heard of a Buddhist kidnapping somebody, cutting his head, screaming Buddhist Akbar? Have you? Buddhist is, we cannot compare them to Muslims following the cult of Muhammad. Millions of people, they go every year to Thailand. The only one who make a trouble in Thailand is Muslims in the south of Thailand. This is the truth. And why did they make trouble? Because of Islam. You go around all of Thailand, it's safe. You go to the Muslim area, it's not. You go around all the Philippines, it's safe. You go to the Muslim areas, it's not. You tell me why. And then they want to tell us Islam is a wonderful religion. Which area you will be kidnapped and nobody will find you after that? Muslim area in Philippines. Muslim kidnap even Muslims. So when the Lord, he says, from their fruit you shall know them, only silly ones, they question your food. The question is, how good are you, not how good is your food. The hypocrite is the one who focuses on your food. Nobody is forcing you to eat their food. Eat whatever you want. And this is what the world is about. It's about hypocrisy. They focus on silly stuff. The same as the Jews, you know, they swallowed the elephant, you know. They swallowed the camel. They didn't see it in the cup, you know. And there is little thing in your cup. Look, you have, look, you know, you have a needle, you know, you have little thing, you know. They see a needle in your eye, but they didn't see the piece of wood in their eye. So don't be like those people. Are you going to be staying in the channel, or you will go back to Christian Prince account? Both of them are my channel. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter for you? I mean, it's just a stupid YouTube channel. Who care about? This is not a physical address, right? Doesn't matter. Here or there, subscribe for both. If we like that one, we have, I think, 90,000. I think this one maybe 80 something. I'm not sure. You know, who care? It's just a place where we meet. If we lose this channel, we meet different place. Who care? All right? Anyway, I want to say thank you, and until we see you again, I say may the Lord bless you. Download the video, share it. Don't forget to give a like if you like what we do, and we appreciate your support if you like to support. Thank you very much for being here, and may the Lord bless you. Good night, good day. Take care.